All right, welcome to the stream. Don't forget, tomorrow is Boyd Watch Live. I'm hoping that next week we'll be back to like a normal schedule. We can get Luke up on Monday. We're going to start a new one, kind of like how we did Austin Idol, like a promotion that lasts for like, you know, 2 to 4 weeks, but I don't know which one yet. Then Wednesday we're going to continue the King's Arc, Grace versus Minar. Thursday, I don't know yet. Thursday's kind of an open day. I don't know yet. And then Friday, Memphis Wrestling. Saturday's either going to be Boyd Watch or I might do a deep dive into one of the Boyd people. I don't know yet. But it'll be something like Boyd related. What's up, Jerry? But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. So today we're going to watch, let's see, 3 episodes of 1988 CWA wrestling out of Memphis. Plus, I've got a little bit of extra time, so we have like a bonus program. Very exciting. But yeah, I thought I'd sign in early for the news, and then I did all my news in like 30 seconds. Ben and Grace are live, like as we speak. Kind of surprising. I saw you, Jerry. I think in the I saw a few of you guys in the Hannibal chat last night. I tried to bait him and ask him if Abdullah the Butcher had borrowed $306 from him, but he wouldn't bite on it. What's up, F Wood? What's up, Jeremy? Vinny Slugga, what's up, man? They have power at the studio. They don't have power at their apartment, though. That was supposedly part of the update, but whenever I clicked on it, I watched it for a little bit, and it was just them talking about... I guess they're trying to get the money to turn the power back on, but Lalo is requesting sexual favors from Grace in exchange for like facilitating a loan with a drunk autistic guy's dad out in California. I don't really hopefully I'm summarizing that correctly. But I don't really understand it. It all seems like IP2 lolcow live type stuff to me. I don't understand it. What's up, Izzy? How's it going? All right, well anyway. Thursday for paranormal content. I don't want to get stuck though in like a that's like my Wednesday and Thursday are my only flexible days, so I don't want to get like completely weighed down, you know what I mean? I want to have a little bit of wiggle room in there. How you doing, Daninsky? All right, well, it's 8:15. Let's get on to the main show before ATF Media gets here and starts talking about all of his favorite Boyd people. So this is, oh my God, hang on a second. So I just want to say this up front. This triggered a bunch of copyright claims. I got as many of the visibility ones off before we're watching it, but there's one that for some reason it hung up on. I'm hoping it doesn't like mess up the stream, but hang on just a second. I just want to see what the date is on this first one so we know about where we're at. This is April 23rd, 1988, CWA wrestling out of Memphis. So okay, yeah, April 23rd is the first one we're watching today. All right, let's go. Let's get started.
Oh, yeah. Hello again, everybody. Lance Wrestling, Dave Brown, right along the ringside. Son of a gun, we're ready for another big championship wrestling pod. Oh, got an
Man, son of a gun right out of the gate.
Ricky Nelson and Scott Steiner. They'll be going against the Gilberts, Tommy and Doug in the opening match today. That's just the first one. Max
Cherry
Payne
Pop
will be
Rocks,
along
nice.
A little bit later on. We'll also see the Cuban Assassins.
Yeah, I
today,
love sightings.
And they'll be going against
The last
Scotty
episodes
Abadi
were kind of
from
depressing,
Brandy.
but
Ought to be a fine match coming up there. That'll be an interesting team to see.
we don't have a whole lot left.
Not all. 6-man tag team action coming up for the expiration of time match today. On one side, gorgeous Gary Young, Brickhouse Brown, Terry Adonis. On the other side, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis,
Terry Adonis.
Nightmare Ken Wayne. Should be a
I feel like we've
great
seen
day.
him. I don't remember him
We also
though.
have got, Davey, kind of an interesting situation that is developed pertaining to the big May the 9th World Heavyweight title match, which we'll be getting into a little bit later. We're going to have the Wrestler of the Week. We will have the trivia question. We got a bunch. Better get
What's
out
up,
there,
Juice
right?
Willis?
Yeah, we'll take time out. Be back in just
Yeah, Renegades Rampage. There's got to be some of that, like...
Now, the Hitman and Tommy Gilbert. We're waiting on the opposition.
Oh, the Hitman, Doug Gilbert.
We'll give a little
So Scott Steiner and Ricky Nelson.
I believe we're about ready, Dave. One full 10-minute time limit match coming up. Total weight of 470 pounds out of Detroit, Michigan. Scott Steiner, his partner from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ricky Nelson, across the way at 484 pounds. From Lexington,
Yep,
Tennessee,
Covington
the
Pike
Gilberts,
Toyota.
Tommy and Doug. One fall 10-minute time limit. Standing right there in the middle of the ring, Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
I don't know how well that comes.
Okay, this will be an
across.
interesting carry, and Ricky Nelson starting out against Tommy Gilbert, and looking at the team, Scott Steiner and Ricky Nelson. We're looking at a couple of pretty good-looking athletes.
A couple of pretty good-looking guys, says Lance Russell. Yeah, that's Scott Steiner.
Even for very talented wrestlers to work with a partner.
Well, this isn't, but he's in there.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Because
He's on the ring apron. I mean.
Look at here, a cradle, and Ricky Nelson almost had Tommy Gilbert in a hurry. What's Tommy complaining about? Hair pulling or something?
So they've got it on the ring apron now, and they've got it on the middle of the ring, and they've got it on the turnbuckles. What do you think about these turnbuckles?
Center of the ring, CWA champion.
Isn't it kind of weird seeing these type of turnbuckles and like, well, I guess, I don't know, is that just like a piece of canvas or something? I don't know. It makes it look like an old school, like Japanese MMA setup.
Chip Wrestling coming to you again. Big.
What's up, Wrestle Plunge?
Nice, hanging on. Pop that mare over and down, and Ricky Nelson.
Come on, ref, you're looking right at him.
The side mare, as Rick was picked up in the air, and he managed to hold on to the head and just...
Yeah, dude, they got a lot of bang for their buck on this advertising.
Sunset flip. Ricky got a one, but boy, oh boy, Tommy Gilbert, that's that experience. He clamped those ankle bones right on the ears of Ricky Nelson, and that was that. I was just thinking, watching the match so far, that
We need a Gilbert family, like Walmart exclusive figure set. Oh, is it on the ref's shirt too?
And if you'll notice, he doesn't let his partner set up too well on a hole. Or not his partner, his opponent set up too well on a hole. Absolutely right. Good point, too. And it's something that young wrestlers can pay attention to. You may not want to pay attention to Tommy Gilbert.
I mean, overall, wouldn't you say that this looks better? Like, it looks more professional. It looks more like... It looks higher end than the old ring setup did.
Let me tell you that.
I think.
Here's Big Scott Steiner.
What's up, Ronald?
And so Tommy turns it over to the big hitman, who doesn't seem to fare too well on his immediate entrance into the ring. He came in flying through the air, but he was flying through the air because Scott Steiner had a hold of him.
Man, Scott Steiner in '88.
Nice drop kick. Doug Gilbert finds himself...
My sense of time is so fucked up. Like, it's hard for me to grasp that he's coming up in '88. Like, in my mind, he wrestled all through the '80s for WCW.
Deceptive as far as size goes. He weighs 248.
What's up, Luna?
It doesn't look like he weighed that much until you stop and look at all that upper body muscle.
Luna, I watched a bunch of your videos last night, and I have we'll talk about it on Saturday if you're here. I have a lot of questions.
But he's built up by lifting weights and working out. Nice fireman carry throw by the hitman as he takes Steiner over and down.
Renegade Rampage has definitely improved the ring, but I still don't understand the whole system of the round robin tournament or the points or whatever it was.
But buddy, it'll do for a starting point, won't it? And that Steiner's got it. It'll get you going.
It feels like it's really been like relegated to an afterthought at this point, besides the advertising.
Doubling up on Scott Steiner as one was holding him up. Now Doug Gilbert steps back out on the apron, and Tommy Gilbert goes to work on him. Ricky Nelson, like Jeff Jarrett, are examples of guys, not to say that they're not strong, because they're all very well muscled, but they're not all that big, and they use
Whoa, 332? Damn, bro. Last time I checked, you were at, what was it, 328 maybe?
Back into a corner. Referee's there. He wants Steiner to back Tommy Gilbert. Steiner into the rope. Steiner ducks under. Presses Tommy off the ropes. One. I can't hold him there.
This is a dream match that would main event any card in the country. Tommy Gilbert versus Scott Steiner.
Tommy's son, but outweighs him considerably. Doug weighs at 260. He's big. Doug Gilbert drops down, lower leg across the chin, covers. 1, 2. Scott Steiner able to.
You got some running to do.
They're over near the Gilbert's corner. They're tagging quickly. Yeah.
Very good tag. Give them their due.
I watched an old video too, Luna. It was you at a, you guys were at a Halloween party, I think, and there was a guy from, what's that band called? Apocalyptic something?
Father, son, ESP working. They knew exactly.
You interrogated everyone about their Halloween costumes.
Front face lock from Tommy Gilbert. Over the top, and there's a case of that strength, Dave. He just muscled him up, and here's Ricky Nelson.
That chick had a homemade airbrushed Billy Travis hat.
From behind. Now we got all 4 of them in. The Gilbert, Steiner, and Nelson.
I know, I've been in some of them.
Ricky Nelson.
Yeah, Apocalyptic Society.
Oh, boy. While the referee is running Scott Steiner out, Tommy Gilbert slipped in behind.
Apocalyptic orgasm. That sounds good. Is that like when you die mid-nut?
2, 3, and that's it. Heavy-duty maneuver by the Gilberts as they put it together.
Especially Thursday through Saturday. Luna's very busy.
Time on it was 5 minutes 13 seconds. The end of
Oh yeah, the ref does have a real nice
in the kidney of Ricky Nelson, and from that point,
Renegade
Doug
Rampage
Gilbert got
shirt.
the 3 count. 5-13.
Nelson was on the attack. Bang. Tommy came from behind while the referee was putting Steiner out of the ring. Popped that knee in there, and it turned the whole thing around. Like that. We got more action. Plenty of it. Be back in a moment.
Turkey Tom posted an Ice Sierra documentary yesterday that's, I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes or something, but it's actually really, I think it's one of his better documentaries.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, you'll see a main event, a bounty match where Robert Fuller comes in against Jerry the King Lawler. If Lawler loses it, he becomes a manservant to Missy Hyatt. But if Lawler wins,
I kind of like this look.
I
I kind of like this. I don't know. Do you think this is a little bit less makeup than she normally wears? Or is it just zoomed out? I thought she kind of looked a little bit better than normal. You were high. Wow, Luna. I don't know about that. Would you and your crew get high with me, Luna, if we did an IRL collab?
They're a bigger family than you, Jerry Lawler. Bigger and better. So I'm going to get you, Jerry Lawler.
You both do? Hell yeah. Can you imagine, Daninsky, me making content with Luna and Lee's crew?
And I want it clean down to, I want it clean, perfect. White gloves and everything. So you better get ready to Evansville. Bring your little duster feather.
Bring your little duster feather, fellas. Oh, I do want to say this. So there's, I think, 2 segments that might be muted, or it might be like a music video. I don't know. There were 2 visibility issues with music, and then there was one clip that WWE claimed from World Class. I don't know what it is because I haven't seen them, but there's probably 1 match or 1 segment missing, and then 2 muted over the course of the show. I did the best I could. I took out as little as I had to. Love this shirt, by the way. Thumbnail.
Coming up May the 9th, something the entire wrestling world is going to be looking at, and that's going to be either a brand new world heavyweight champion or the last hurrah, and it will be on May the 9th.
Well, that's right. A lot of things have taken place since this announcement has been made. One of them that I want to talk about right now is a real important development in this whole situation. As you know, and as we announced,
You did dabs and had a jello shot?
week,
Wow.
the date was set as May the 9th as the date for the.
That's how it started for Ruby
what will, as you said,
Spacek,
either be
Luna
my
Star.
final match, or either will be the first match of a whole new career as the world heavyweight champion. And the match, of course, is set for Memphis, Tennessee, the Mid-South Coliseum, and it's against Kurt Hennig. And we got
I'm
there
doing all my
early morning,
academic
we got a
research
call
right now
from,
for my
Stanley
Black Pill
Blackburn, who, of
art
course, is the
exhibit.
president of the AWA. And Kurt Hennig had called Stanley Blackburn and said that...
I'm reading a book
there was
called
a little
Black Pill
problem
by
in this
L.
situation,
Reeves.
And
it's kind
problem
of
that he
interesting.
saw
She was
the
in, she's covered
Kurt
a lot
Hennig
of,
called
like,
Stanley Blackburn and said, I am not going
right-wing
down to Memphis,
groups.
Tennessee, and put the World Heavyweight Championship at stake against Jerry Lawler with,
She, like, actually,
Jerry
like,
Calhoun as the referee.
it's not infiltrating because she doesn't do it undercover, but you know what I mean? Like, she's embedded with a lot of, she's done, like, embedded journalism with a lot of, like, right-wing groups.
Together. We've known each other for a long, long time. I helped him get into, helped him get the job as a referee. But I can also say this about Calhoun. Every time that he steps foot in the ring, he
Jerry
doesn't show me any
Calhoun.
partiality. If you ask me, he's the best referee that we have in this area, and he does a real fine job. But anyway, Kurt Hennig
You don't
said
like
that
the
he's not
Donald
gonna
Duck shirt,
put the belt at
Daninsky?
stake with Calhoun as the referee. And I said, well, that's fine. There's another very good referee here, and Frank Morrell, and we said, we'll let Frank Morrell
Boo,
referee
Frank
the
Morrell.
match.
Remember that weird
Well,
angle
Kurt
with
Hennig
Frank
also
Morrell
said,
and Billy Travis?
He didn't want Frank Morrell as the referee either. So what he did, he said he had some referee from the Minneapolis area, and I had frankly never heard of the guy that he suggested. And
Don't
so
blame it on
I
me.
told Stanley Blackburn, I said, well, if he's got the power to veto referees, I think I should have the same ability. And so I told him that I didn't want that guy to referee the match. So there's been
Lebanon, Pennsylvania. You're in Pennsylvania is a nice,
is that Stanley Blackburn
is an interesting
made
state.
the
They have a lot of
decision
Amish people there,
to
Luna.
let each one of us
Pennsylvania
choose a referee of
Dutch.
our choice, and then what they're going to do, they're going to let the fans decide who the referee is going to be.
Sounds like something you do to a girl that you were in love with. Give her the old Pennsylvania Dutch.
That sounds fair. So what's going to happen? He went to Kurt Hennig. He said, Kurt, if you could have anybody that you
Hey, where
wanted
were
to
you at in
referee
Hannibal's
this
live
match,
stream?
who would you have as your choice?
ATF Media.
Now, you know, Lance, the people out there don't
Look how
know
red
who Kurt
these
Hennig
chips
decided
are.
would be the perfect referee for this match.
Whoa.
Listen to this.
Little
He
too
told
real.
Stanley Blackburn that he thought the man that would referee this match right down the middle and do an excellent job would be his father, Larry the Axe Hennig.
Yeah. Totally impartial referee.
That's Kurt Hennig's choice for the referee. And so what I did, I said, if you get to have your choice, I guess you couldn't have a better person to referee for you than your own father. And so since I don't have, I don't have that privilege, my father's no longer living, I got to thinking, who would be the next best choice? And I thought of a guy that when I see him, I call him Pop, he calls me son, and his name is the fabulous Jackie Fargo.
Ooh, Jackie Fargo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't
Chips look like Doritos. They're,
Well, no, Hennig was real upset about this. But the way this is going to take place, Stanley Blackburn...
they're
came up with this
wrap
idea, the way this
snacks.
is gonna
Lil
take
Baby.
place, and everybody can
Lil
be
Baby
involved.
barbecuing with my honey.
I'm sure everybody has seen these
Heat.
1-900 poll numbers. Well, Stanley Blackburn has lined it up where it can be done over the telephone. There are 2 telephone numbers. One number that you dial and call if you want to vote for Larry the Axe Hennig as the referee. The other number that you dial and call if you want to vote for the fabulous Jackie Fargo as the referee on May the 9th.
Jerry King of
And
Teenage
I think,
Girls.
Are you going to give out the numbers now? Or are you going to? There's a little something to explain about that, about the different areas.
Yeah, we just well give the numbers right now. If we can get them up on the screen, there will be 2 different numbers.
Oh,
Now, let me make a couple of
no. Oh, guys. You guys thought TKO was bad. Memphis in its like, or I should say CWA in its dying days, is now charging people $1 to vote for who they want to be referee.
First about this. One, there will be $1 charge on your phone bill for making this call. And 2, kids, please ask your parents before you make the call. We want participation. We want everybody to have their voice about it, but please do that. Now, if you want to vote for the
Man, a
referee
buck.
for Jackie Fargo, the number is 1-900-400-9601. 1-900-9601,
I saw that steampunk voodoo Alice
the
Cooper
final
video.
4 digits. Now, if you want to vote for Larry,
You look
the
like a
Axe Hennig
Borderlands
as the
character.
referee, it's 1-900-400-9602. It's 9601 for Fargo,
Let's see
9602
here.
for Larry Hennig. You can take this number down. I do want to explain only in the Memphis, Tennessee area, the voting, you will have to wait until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, there's
to start your
literally
voting. Now,
ATF
that
Media.
applies
I'm looking
only-
at it right now. There are no blocked words according to this. Hold on, community default. Yeah, it says hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review. That's not active. Like, it's not checked. And then, yeah, there's nothing on the blocked words list at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I can't even turn it off in like the community defaults.
To the Memphis, Tennessee
There's like
area,
nothing there.
And the phone lines will be open on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday for the votes. And again, only in Memphis, Tennessee. You must wait till tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. That applies only to one city, though. So it seems to me, and I mean this, a legitimate, reasonable way to go about approaching this. And I think Stanley Blackburn had an excellent arbitration idea.
Well, I think it is a real good idea. It's, of course, nobody I would like better than to have, first of all, I'd like to see him back here again and to have him referee that match. Would mean
Who the hell's going to vote for Larry Hennig?
Back in the area. I want to say one other thing. You know, I want to repeat
Larry
what
Hennig
Lance
is
said just a minute
amazing
ago,
to axe.
because there is the telephone company charges $1 for each one of these calls. So don't any kids out there just go and start dialing the phone. Because
The telephone
your parents will
company
probably beat your
charges.
brains out when the phone bill comes in. So ask your parents before you make these calls, okay? But I would appreciate the votes, and I would love to have Jackie Fargo in here. We do, Lance. I understand have a.
Oh,
word
it's coming for
from
sure.
Hennig.
I don't even know it'll
think
come that way, though. I mean, as more and more states put in these like bizarre, all these different online censorship and all these like weird, you have to show your ID to look at Reddit and shit like that. Like that will kill the vast majority of these platforms. They'll still operate because there's money to be made, but like it won't be the same. And especially if like, just depending on how like enforcement of the like speech censorship works.
He is mounting,
Which I know it's a private
massive
company. They can do whatever they want to,
telephone campaign of
but
his
I'm just
own,
saying.
So,
Okay,
got
well,
some work cut out for him.
I think it's sooner than later that YouTube will be, all of the internet will be a vastly different place.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's
Oh
only
my
one
God.
man that I know of that I feel is the honesty in a referee a match. Now, this man, he's known me for a very long time, and he knows that I'm an honest person, and I know that he's an honest person, because this person is none other than Larry the Axe Hennig, my father. Now, Jerry Lawler, you're looking at a man over 300 pounds. You're looking at a man, when he makes a decision, it stands. And I'm telling all you people of Memphis, Tennessee, that my father is the most honest.
It
man
looks
in
like
the
he
world.
ran
And I
in at
know
the
it
end of
because
a
he
like
raised me, and I'm as honest as
high
they
school
come.
senior
Now, I
photo
understand
shoot
you
and
want Mr.
like
Jackie
use the
Fargo
set.
to be the referee. Oh, hey, everybody knows that the Fargos are the biggest rule breakers in the history of wrestling. They'll do anything to win a match. Now, I don't know, Jerry Lawler,
Larry and Kurt
what's wrong
tagging,
with
nice.
you?
Hey,
Maybe
Sammy
when
Boy
they
Smith.
stripped
I saw
you
you
up
in
last
the
time.
Hannibal chat last night, I
Maybe
think.
you got a little bit of brain damage, you see? Because Jackie Fargo, I'll tell you what, Larry the Axe Hennig is the man to referee. In fact, I am going to call in as many times as I can, because each and every vote is going to count. And you know, Jerry Lawler, I'm 30 years old, and I'm a millionaire, and I got a lot of money. And I am now the new boss of professional wrestling.
The
And
new
I don't care
boss.
how much money it's going to cost me. I'm going to keep calling and keep calling.
Yeah,
and
the
I want all you
the
people of
audio
Memphis,
is a little
Tennessee
bit tweaked
to
in
call
this episode.
Let justice stand. Let Larry the Axe Hennig be the referee. We gave him his opportunity to say what
Folks,
he
you
had to
better
say
call,
in regards
especially you
to it.
kids, but listen,
And,
ask your parents for
obviously,
permission.
He was selling for his man.
Yeah.
We've got a little
That's
footage
wild,
in here.
Deminsky.
Would you like to make a comment about your recommendation for the referee?
Well, just in case anybody at all out there is not familiar with Jackie Fargo, in case you haven't seen him in a little while, if we can, we have just a little short piece of footage to remind everybody just what Jackie Fargo is capable of. Here he is, right?
Leaving.
Jackie Fargo. Oh my God. People were coming in and they were like really serious about the arrest, which is whatever. I just thought it was kind of funny because it's Hannibal. Was Monica there last night? I didn't know Monica was in your crew at first. I've seen her in the background of some of the videos, but I didn't know she was like part of your entourage.
Jackie broke off a piece of the step and just blasted the Moondog. He just hit referee Jerry.
Yeah, he's hitting everybody.
Well, they wanted to even things up, and I'll tell
Daninsky, did you watch any of the Rock and Roll Express doing the live autograph signings? Whoever was there was so ill prepared, and the way they had it set up was that Robert signed first, but he was signing on the side where Ricky needed to put his hand. So it was like really awkward. And then they did an auction after that. And I don't know how many views it has now, but I know when it ended live, it had less than 50 views. And I just felt really bad. They were auctioning off like fucking $100 t-shirts and shit, and like no one was watching it. High Spots ended up doing like house bids for a bunch of the items.
He knows how to control situations, I think, Jerry.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact,
I felt kind of bad for
he's
him.
not too crazy about other referees. So
What's up? It's me.
He wants to be the referee for this match, and
Josh was there. You just ignored him. Good. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna step up to King Lee.
Take care of between now and May the 9th, and if you could show those telephone numbers one more time, so especially people in the Memphis area, write it down, because as he said, the voting won't start in the Memphis area until tomorrow morning, but then you can vote
What's
every
up, Dave's
Saturday and
channel?
every Sunday after that.
Yeah, right. It'll be a Saturday and Sunday situation.
Oh my God.
There are the numbers, and we'll try to
$1
show
a call,
later in
man.
the program, but you can jot these down right now. And it's 9601, the final four digits for.
So when Memphis turns towards this huge monetization, like we're going to make money off of every aspect of this, fuck the fans, we're going to charge them to vote, we're going to charge them to do everything, you know what I mean? We're going to put fucking sponsorships on everything. This was in the dying days of CWA. I think WrestlePlunge said like it goes out of business at the end of the next year. So is that what we're seeing now? Are we just seeing history repeat itself as WWE like pushes monetization to like the absolute max?
For Jackie Fargo, 9602.
The only one they need to remember, 960.
Josh can't sing. He sounds like a dying moose. No wonder you have drama with him, shit talking him like that, Luna.
We're out of time right here, Jerry. We see a little bit
And then dunking on him with what does it look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devil horn hands. Let me tell you something, Josh.
First, let me take a second or two to tell you about the action
Keep
coming up
listening to rock and roll music. Have a rockin' 2025. Keep spending time with your family and friends. Make sure you like and subscribe, and keep your horns up.
The high school, and on Thursday, May the 12th, New Harmony, Indiana. That also is at the high school now.
I've never been to
Wednesday
New
night,
Harmony.
You're looking at 7 outstanding matches coming to the Coliseum. Gary Young against Scott Levy. It'll be Brickhouse Brown with Brother Ernest.
I just mean like CWA as it is ends. Like they wouldn't have merged and everything if they were like, you know, we're at the end of the OG CWA run. It does morph into USWA though, yeah.
Against Billy Travis with Kenny D.
Memphis, I don't think ever really dies, does it? They still have a show. I just don't know how many people watch it. But they do go through like several evolutions or whatever.
Max Payne's dream match will have Jerry the King Lawler going against Brother
Then-
Ernest with Max
So
Payne
after
as the
USWA,
referee.
then it
US
pivots
Junior
over
Heavyweight title
to
with Jeff Jarrett
Randy
challenging
Hales,
the
right?
Nightmare
With Power
Ken
Pro.
Wayne. And then that final match, what a dandy it's going to be. Jerry Lawler goes against the bounty hunter, Robert Fuller.
Right now, it's Brother Ernest, good book in hand, and Max Payne, Southern Heavyweight Championship belt around his waist. This is a non-title match, introducing from Dallas, Texas, a
215 pounds, Rodney Napper.
Josh versus King Lee Cypress for WrestleMania 43. Let me manage Lee Cypress. Best to keep the King. Save his voice for karaoke.
Boy, this is the long and short of it, no doubt about that. The CWA heavyweight.
He's the smuggle weed on the Jarrett bus.
Whip with Rodney Napper. Oh boy,
Just about turned him a 360-degree flip when he hit
first
him with
shot out of the box. He hits him with that big arm and clothesline, and Max Payne puts Rodney Napper down, but you don't see Napper heading for hiding anywhere. You look at him, he's back up, boy. He is a tough son of a
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I've seen on the Memphis YouTube page, there's like, I've seen a few different kind of named people around going through there recently. I wish we could watch it. I'd go back. Well, I mean, what I would like to do, well, I mean, by the time we get there, it'll probably be, like, I don't even know if we'll still be doing it then, but like probably a couple years to get from, because we got to go back too. We've got to do 79 to 85. Then we got to do whatever comes after Power Pro, and then eventually just catch up to real time to the new federation and watch that one. But I don't know how open they are to that.
Outweighed by almost 100 pounds, finds himself in the air as Max Payne is just
Grace versus Courtney. I think Grace is done. She doesn't really. I watched her this morning. She just doesn't really seem like herself, which granted it could be because she doesn't have any electricity or gas.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I don't see how I can get up from that. Count of 3.
She's just full, like, I know people always say that she was always like Ed McMahon, but I don't think so. That's not how I saw it anyway. But I think she's very much like in Ed McMahon mode right now.
Max Payne, just too much size, weight, and power.
The Brooklyn Brawler, for real? I'd watch that.
In a minute 5 seconds over Rodney Napper.
Well, it was not for the lack of heart because Napper tried. He just was against physically a big. Well, he did try, and there he just.
Y'all better think you can get him out of here.
Outsized. They're working to take Rodney Napper out of here right now. You got the victory in a little over a minute.
Maybe a double too.
Okay, I have got to get to Brother Ernest here.
I mean, I agree.
Something that I know has been signed is coming up, and I can't believe it. It is a dream match. And are you ready for this?
Hallelujah.
In which
Hallelujah.
Brother Ernest will be in the ring.
Everyone in this chat signed a 20-year contract. I'm not Eric McHenry.
Jerry the King
Welcome to
Lawler.
the best of my YouTube years from now until 60 years.
There's one little side note I better add to it, and that is the fact Max Payne will be the referee for the match. You asked for this.
You know, Max, I mean, Brother Lance, many times
Oh, he was just managing. I don't know, how long have I been, my return back after I was banned for 4 years, I think I've been back for like, I don't know, a year and a half probably. I'm trying to think of, well, the issue with Twitch was that I kept getting banned. So I could never really stream for more than like 6 months to a year at a time because they kept banning me. You thought Napper had that one?
Do you really think you're physically prepared to
Yeah, you really rubbed it in that prick Josh's face.
against Jerry the King Lawler?
You were like, we're not going to let you bully us out of the lounge. We're going to roll in with this eclectic crew of people and do what needs to be done.
Now, don't get carried away. You'll have enough to deal with when you get...
I mean, to me, that's part of the boy. You get to see and experience things that like you would otherwise probably not. And through the safety of
I don't suppose
not being there in person.
that the fact that Max Payne is going to be the referee, that Max Payne will never let Lawler make a move, that Max Payne will be all over him every...
Now, hold on just a minute here, Lance. You know, I've just reached down inside this black heart and torn out a whole bunch of my pride now. I swear on this good book, Brother Ernest made me swear on this good book that I would be unbiased and I would stand back and let Jerry Lawler and him have at it right there in the middle of the ring. And you know what? I'm just as interested.
I think Lance Russell was just like a regular guy. Mean Gene's like a complete pervert. You know he is.
We've been wrestling every day
I don't think Lance would. I think Mean Gene's the kind of guy who would go around and like smell the Divas' socks while they were in the ring or something. I don't think Lance Russell would appreciate that.
Before he gets to Kurt Hennig, because first of all, he's got to get through me, and then the dream match is there, baby.
You are going in your first match into the ring against Jerry the King Lawler, and you asked for this.
All I can say is we all have hidden things that have to be brought out.
I feel bad for Grace whenever she's like having to look at press-on nails at the store. I'm just like, oh God, girl. Where's Damius Octavius to get this girl like a real manicure? Lance is all man. You know Lance tried to get with Missy. I've read a lot of books and heard a lot of shoot interviews, and I can't remember very much at all Lance talk that was at all shady, but I've heard a lot of Vince.
Over here going against Jerry the King Lawler. We'll take time out. We'll be back in a moment.
Or like Mean Gene, I've heard weird stories about. Howard Finkel, obviously, the porn king. Lord Alfred Hayes.
Introducing at a total weight of 466 pounds out of Havana, Cuba, the Cuban Assassins. And going against them, total weight of...
Oh, wow. Raven and Tom Brandy. What a team.
Out of Palm Beach, Florida, Scotty DeBody.
Man, it was such a missed opportunity that Raven came into VP's chat. And then like, I could just go to his page and tag him and give him her new username.
Class to it was Scotty DeBody on one side teaming up with Tom Brandy. And I'll say one thing, they better have all the class and speed they can muster because they're going against two rugged guys. The Cuban Assassin's number one in there right now. And the number two Cuban Assassin is the bigger of the two, but they are both very rugged. They're built.
What a weird fetish that Lord Alfred Hayes had of like just placing your dick like on somebody's shoulder or their hand or something. That's so weird.
Scott sits down on that left arm. Referee starts the count because the Cuban Assassin shoulders were on the mat. Even though they weren't pinned, they were there. Assassin reaching for the tag.
Yeah, Lord Alfred Hayes, to me as a commentator, is Boyd. Like TNT is all Boyd to me. But he's especially like always Boyd.
One of the problems, well, he's going over to make a tag. I was going to say with that arm bar, instead of being on the side, he was facing straight up. And
he was in a lot of like really terrible but hilarious vignettes and shit. Terrible commentators. Your neighbors are going to court. They have a PFA. What does that mean? What's a PFA?
Assassin looking for the corner in the tag. Gets it. Cuban Assassin number one back in.
Personal.
Grabs the left arm. Wraps it up.
Fuck. Personal flag. Personal flight. Personal fleeing. PFA sound like something they would ban out of like plastic drinking cups or something.
Interesting career to say the very least. The Cuban
Personal.
stomps down on Tom.
No, I'm not paying pizza.
Just barely sidestepped and let Tom Brandy
Protect from abuse.
Then the Assassin immediately took control. Here's Cuban Assassin number two in there. Now he grabs Brandy.
And and a restraining order. What's protect from abuse do?
Cuban Assassin number two whipping Tom Brandy into the ropes and a vicious shoulder coming off of there.
Well, let me tell you, Mr. Brandy.
Does that also cover the people who had to listen to him sing at the karaoke bar? There's that Billy Travis custom hat.
Tom Brandy trying to battle back at this guy. Cuban Assassin number one. The Assassin grabbed him by the hair, slammed his head into the mat, warned about that by the referee, but the damage already done. Cuban Assassin number two grabbing Brandy. Tom's been in there a long time. He needs to get a tag on the freshman. Scotty DeBody is reaching for the tag right now, but still not quite close enough to get it. Assassin, of course, they're trying to keep him away from that tag, and they did it right there. Cuban Assassin number two brings him over to the corner, and the other Assassin comes in after they make a tag.
Cuban Assassins, we've seen them in a couple of matches.
After we finish Kings, I think the only available Thorpe content that I think is would probably make a good deep dive is I've got a full copy in my personal archive of the Is Everyone an F-Slur stream where she was mad about getting rejected by Hugh. I think that's the last, though. I think that's the last. The only thing that's like public facing or that's in my personal archive that we haven't gone over that's worth going over, I think is probably that stream. Oh, Fuji Vice was amazing. I like TNT. I'm just saying, like, it's very like Boyd coded. Your neighbors will be protected from Josh's abuse, but they already have a restraining order, so he shouldn't even be close to them, right? Too bad that your neighbor isn't Danny Trejo in that movie Badass. He'd take care of it.
They were breaking just on the count, but I think he got carried away with it and just hung in there. And referee Jerry Calhoun.
Well, let me tell you about Josh. Josh is the neighbor's boyfriend's dad. Josh is trying to step in and take over as a father figure in the life of that guy's kids, but he's trying to basically throne block, the king, and the real dad is in prison, is another part of the issue there. Josh himself has been described by Luna as smelly and possessive.
Didn't fool around with him. He had warned him too many times, and he counted him right out. And the winners by disqualification.
Fuji Vice, for sure. I'm a tropical guy.
And Tom Brandy. Well, after that...
That smell.
Time for a little quiet time with Brother Ernest. Okay.
Oh, welcome once again. This is the 4th week of quiet time. That's a month. Oh, it just doesn't seem that long, but when you're having a good time like you and I are, it just goes past so fast.
Well, listen, I'm going to go grab a drink.
I want to talk to you about this morning. Donations have been picked up a little bit, but they're not like they should be. So I want you to dig a little deeper in that billfold and send them in. In order for us to cut the cancer out, such as of the Jerry Lawlers and the Jeff Jarretts, the cheaters, the no-good people, I've got to have your support. To see those boys in the ring and the things they do, the cheating they do, I just don't know how they get up in the morning. Do you? At Wrestling USA, which you're going to help me build, we are going to have a hospital and a rest home which will take care of people like that. I want you to keep them.
It's true, you are going to run into some tough characters in the world of lounge, Corvette, and VFW Hall karaoke.
Because I would never misuse your money. It's for Wrestling USA.
Luna's channel is actually doing pretty good because I think at Halloween last year you were sub 100, so you were like, I think early 90s in subscribers, so that's not too bad. In a year, you've like almost quadrupled your sub count.
Brother Ernest, good book.
He's abusive, stalkerish, and follows us everywhere we go. He threatened to kill you and called you mean names. Wow. Well, let me add this to mine. Let me add this to your lore journal. Got my white pen just for Luna and her king. So Josh has made some threats against Luna.
The Renegade folks are having it. It goes 18 weeks, will end in June with a big finale. And the weekly winners of the trivia
What's up, Gavin
contest
Lesser?
end up with very nice prizes. A set of 6 mugs from Renegade Rampage, the T-shirts, and various things like that. But the biggest thing about the weekly winners is it qualifies them for the final contest, and there's only going to be 18 winners in there. And the final winner is going to get...
He wouldn't say that if he came to karaoke and there was somebody in your crew dressed like a 1980s cocaine dealer that just stepped off of a speedboat.
And that sort of thing. And $500 spending money. So it's a dandy of a contest. Our winner for the previous contest comes from... Well, the question happened to do with what late-night talk show did Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman appear on together. And David Letterman was the correct answer on that. We had a lot of winners. The way we work that is because of the geographical distribution of the program and the way it goes around, we take all winning answers, and then there is a winner drawn.
Well,
from
just
only
tell us
the
who
winners,
won,
and that was
Lance.
so
Quit
with this
beating around the
particular
bush.
card. Our winner is Mrs. Sheila Long of
Sheila
Bowling
Long.
Green, Kentucky. All right, congratulations, Mrs. Long, for your excellent timing and win and your card being drawn out.
Wow, what a promo from Luna Star. Did you hear that? Listen to this. Don't worry, Josh is going to get his karma. He's not going to karaoke night. He's going to jail.
Big championship. Now, let's
Powerful.
take a look at the question for this week.
What's up, Ember?
The Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest question for this week is, name the tag team that Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler defeated to become the AWA World Tag Champions, an event we remember very well. Lawler and Dundee winning the AWA World Tag Champions.
Who would that have
What was
been?
the team that they defeated in order to become the champions? Now, fill out your address. You must have Renegade's Rampage Trivia
Make sure to include
Contest
$1
on
for your entry fee.
Send it to WMC TV, 1960 Union
Yeah, very
Avenue,
Franzetta
Memphis,
coded.
Tennessee, zip code 38104. There it is. Renegade's Rampage Trivia Contest, WMC TV, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. Good luck. We hope you're the
I don't.
winner
Is it
for
a
this
love
week.
triangle?
Let's take time out. Back in a moment.
Luna, is Josh an ex of yours or no? Is there's no romantic thread there, is there? I mean, I know there's not now, but I'm saying ever. I just want my lore journal to be accurate.
Robert Fuller comes in to collect the bounty on Jerry Lawler.
That way when I die, whoever
If Lawler loses, he becomes a
wins the auction can get a hold of these lore journals and continue my work.
Because first of all, I got a one-on-one match with Brother Ernest. I'm going to get rid of him.
What?
once and for all. And then Robert Fuller's coming in trying to collect all the big bucks. But it ain't
Robert
gonna happen
Fuller
because I'm
coming
gonna
in.
beat Robert Fuller. And when I do, then Missy Hyatt is going to have to be my maid for the day. And I can assure you, I'm going to have a camera crew there. They're going to record every minute of it. This has already happened to her once before, and it's going to happen again. I know you. There's one word, Missy Hyatt, that
Yeah,
you
no
don't know
love
the meaning of,
triangle.
and that is work. But you're going to find it out after I beat Robert Fuller Wednesday night, because you're going to have to come to my
Josh
house, and I'm
is
gonna
a
have list
smelly,
mile long
possessive
of the dirtiest,
individual.
filthiest, stinkingest jobs that I can think of, and believe me, I'm going to think of them, and you're going to do each and every one when you're my maid for the day, Missy Hyatt.
Coming up here in a moment, you'll see Billy Travis, Jeff Jarrett, and Ken Wayne on one side.
Oh man, the nightmare Ken Wayne is still hanging around. Oh my God, that face paint cracks me up.
We're going to be seeing a bout that has a lot of interest. Hi, Ken.
He's a bear.
How you doing? Ken, how you doing, partner? Good to see you. A bout that has a great deal of interest. It has to do with the U.S. Junior Heavyweight title match. And Jeff Jarrett will be challenging the champion, Ken Wayne, for that title. Ken?
Well, you know,
He
I'll
has
make one
bed
thing
bugs.
clear,
Oh, my
and I know
God.
Jeff knows this. Jeff didn't ask for this match. I was given a list of names, and Jeff's name had to be
One
on that
time
list.
Grace
I said,
had
you know,
mystery bugs in the
Jeff's been
RV,
around here for a
remember, and they
while
kept
now.
biting her all
I got
over
a lot
her
of
body?
respect for you, Jeff. I like you a lot, or I wouldn't have given you the shot. But, you know, I've seen a lot of things happen, and I've done a lot of things myself. And Jeff, the only thing I see wrong with you, pal, is you've stayed right here in this area, brother, and you've made a name off of your daddy. Your granddaddy runs the company. Your daddy
No,
owns it. Let me tell
Ananje.
you something about Ken Wayne.
Fortunately not.
Ken Wayne has been all over the country.
He was at the karaoke, but there was no beef. He chose to, he did not want to bring the heat to King Lee's front door.
He's been out of the country and overseas. I went out and made my reputation. I
Gold
went out
jacket,
and got this belt.
white
No one
cape.
gave this to me, brother. I went out and I fought for it. Now, I know you fought for a lot of things, but I also happen to know that you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. If
Hell
I
yeah,
was
you got that
out with a
right.
Silver spoon, they give you a silver platter. No, wait. Now, I know you get nervous before you start talking, so here's your cup of water so you ain't got to swallow.
Oh, come on, Jeff. That was disrespectful, bro.
It'd be nice to you and Bob for you to
Take that silver spoon and shove it where the sun don't shine. Ken Wayne, nothing was given to me. I fought just as hard as you did. You can go ask Billy Travis, anybody in this area.
Well, who would trust Billy Travis? Billy Travis is the Josh of CWA.
Obviously, you don't get in the gym at all. I trained to learn to wrestle. Hey, I've gotten in that ring and fought my heart out every night, night in, night out, just as hard as Billy Travis is. He's training right over there.
Real good, yeah. Go ask Billy Travis. Who is he? He's your best friend. Well, let me tell you something, pal. Let me tell you
lot of things people don't like.
Just two flamboyantly dressed men settling their issues in a very masculine fashion.
Brother, and you'll just see what I can do.
Well, let me tell you something. When we're a tag team, let me explain this to you. I do like you, Jeff. When we're a tag team, you can trust me, pal. I won't turn on you. I'll do anything I can to win a match. But let me tell you
Calendar
something
shoulder.
else. When you're my opponent, don't you make the mistake of trusting me, because everybody knows what I will do. I didn't get to where I am of being a nice guy in the ring. Just like
You're on the same position as the card as this guy. Oh no, he's got a title. Oh, is he the champion right now?
Knuckle dusters on my hand. But the reason I did it,
No.
I wanted to win, brother. I am a winner, and not you or no one else.
He fought Beetlejuice, right?
One step away from the world's junior heavyweight title, and that's where I'm headed. And I picked you because you're on the list, and you are a good wrestler. I don't take that away from you one bit, brother. But I tell you what.
Oh, let's just stop jerking each other off and get to the fight here.
Like I said, don't make the mistake of trusting me. Because if I got to give you two in the eyes, hit you with knuckle dusters, or kick you below the belt.
Yeah, good idea, Luna.
Because I'm walking out with this belt.
That's right, Ken. You can say all that, but the same thing goes for me. As a partner, you can trust me with everything. But when you get in the ring, you just better watch out, because I'm...
It's like Daninsky says, just do what feels good.
They're going in the ring to be partners.
Right. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, six-man tag action coming up here. Boy, this could really turn out to be interesting here. Stay tuned.
Uh-oh, gorgeous Gary Young.
Right now, a team with a total weight of
Brickhouse Brown, who else?
635 pounds. Out of Houston, Texas, gorgeous Gary
Oh, Adonis.
Young. From Miami, Florida, Brickhouse Brown. And from Canada, Terry Adonis. Going against them at a total of 653.
Oh, now after that big confrontation, they're going to tag team up together? That's kind of fun.
Kentucky, Billy Travis. And from Memphis, Tennessee, the Nightmare, Ken Wayne. This is going to be a match to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. Brother Ernest in the corner over here of Young, Brickhouse, and Adonis.
And the largest of the six will be starting out. That's gorgeous Gary Young. Gary, formerly of Houston, Texas. He now tells me he resides in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Sex, drugs, and karaoke. The Lee and Luna story.
Houston is right, but he's talking about Little Rock. Starting out against Ken Wayne. And we've got a little special...
Oh, come on.
here as,
Look at this nonsense.
I think it's one of the questions. They're both second-generation wrestlers, and Lance, don't forget now, the condominium prices are going to go up on the retirement center at Wrestling USA. I can still take
It's been years, too, they've had that chair out there.
My mind, brother Ernest. Ken Wayne, who
Don't they say it's for the...
a couple of weeks ago won
Haven't they tried to explain it away by saying it's in case the managers get tired?
Ken was holding gorgeous Gary Young.
Oh, wow, Brickhouse Brown and Iceman King Parsons.
Gorgeous Gary Young
Amazing.
out of the way, and we got a little problem. Billy Travis steps in between them. I was afraid that when we got him out here just to discuss the match.
I listened to his shoot interview not too long
The
ago.
way it did, we might have a little problem in this one, but Billy Travis steps in as a peacemaker and kind of quiets it down. Jeff Jarrett going in against Terry Adonis in this portion of the match. You like that, did you, Max Payne?
Oh, Max Payne on commentary.
Travis, I want to be sure and tell his mother in Lexington, Kentucky. Hi, Billy.
Jarrett's tights here make it look like he's wearing a thong. It's like a simulated thong.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Tag made on Billy Travis. Billy and Jeff with a double up on Terry Adonis. Adonis back on his feet. Billy grabs that left arm.
Ken Wayne and Jeff Jarrett doing a little jawing. Wayne had something to say to Jarrett over in the corner, and Billy Travis hard at work on Terry Adonis with an arm bar. Adonis moves him to the ropes and whips him. Ooh, nice shoulder. Billy pops him over and takes him down.
What's the motivation breaking you guys up? Is he trying to get a piece of you, or is he just trying to get back at Lee?
Pro wrestlers that's been around, and boy, let me tell you, he will flat pop you if you're not looking right.
Ken Wayne back in against Brickhouse Brown now. Here's tag made, and here's Jeff Jarrett coming in.
No incident.
No problem that time. Nice clean exchange.
King Lee, the hedonist.
Puts Brickhouse Brown into the ropes. Both of them going. Jeff sets. Rolls him down to the
I like Brickhouse, but I like him a lot better when he's like,
Jeff over the corner, the tag on Billy Travis.
when he was leading. I think he did a lot better when he had more interview time and more of a storyline, and not just like one of Brother Ernest's minions.
Adonis in with an open-handed slap across the chest and then a forearm across the back of the neck. Well, he swings with a fist. Billy ducks out of the way, round behind, abdominal stretch. Can he make it stick? Here comes...
Oh boy, here we go.
He can. There's assistance from Jeff and Brother Ernest jumps in there. The referee turned and saw him leaving. And that's going to be a disqualification on the team of Brickhouse, Adonis.
Kings have harems.
Young and Brother Ernest. Disqualification as Brother Ernest nailed Billy Travis with the good book.
So, number one is out of the way as it goes on a disqualification, as Davey said, to Wayne, Travis, and Jeff. We are going to take time out, check our clocks,
my
and see
God.
whether we got time for another one or not.
He can't get a girlfriend because he showers. Well,
Okay, what you're looking at right now, at the request, we've had some calls on it. I want to remind you...
Maybe
if you
his,
want to vote for the
water
referee in
shut
the
off.
May the 9th big championship match, which may be Lawler's last hurrah. It is going to be...
I mean, doesn't somebody in the neighborhood have a hose? You could just give him an outdoor shower. Just hose him down next time you see him.
9601.
You want to fuck shit up after seeing all that? They all got to get in? You like the idea of being in the middle of like a large group of men like that, Ember?
There is $1 per charge, and children, please ask your parents before you make the call. We got to get out of here, Brother Dave. I thought we'd have more.
Brother Dave.
For Dave Brown, Lance Russell. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station.
Double A
Namely, the
guard
promoters of
service.
Championship Wrestling.
Why can't I see where I'm going?
Introducing
Yeah, okay, we're ready to go, David.
one fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here. Introducing at a total of...
Payne and Young versus William the Freezer Thompson and Danson. You do like that idea? Maybe he lives in a broken arm.
The team of William the Freezer Thompson.
What's up with... Are you watching Luke live? It's me. What's his deal? What does he own? A lot of stock now? He keeps celebrating all these stock wins.
And from Salt Lake City, Utah, Max Payne.
Yeah, that's true, Ember. Grace is big time into DP and gangbangs. That's like her favorite genre.
Starts out pounding on Reynolds. Reynolds trying to drill his way back with a couple of right hands. Whipped in. Backdrop. And boy, he hit mean on that hip, Dave.
He sure did. Young had him way up in the air, and when he came down, he hit hard. Look out.
Double clothesline. Payne and Young, boy, I'll tell you.
Raper running.
They are a dynamite team together, and William Thompson, Alan Reynolds are going to have a hard time staying with a big snap suplex.
Not a hot team. What can you say, Lance?
They certainly have all the physical ability in the world. A big elbow.
All eyes on you. Wow.
Alan Reynolds.
Impressive.
Taking quite a beating here, and we're just in the
He hits
opening minute
girls,
of
he calls
action,
people names and threatens to
and,
kill
Gary
people. He
Young
doesn't
takes
live in an
the tag
RV,
back
he
in
lives
now.
with his mom. Wow. Well, does he have a YouTube channel?
Gary Young. with a big
No judgments here, Ember, except from
Boy, they jumped him
It's Me.
From the opening bell, and he had a
and
chance.
Ben if he was
Allen
here.
tried to battle his way back out early on with gorgeous Gary Young. Now he shoots a right. But
According to Savvy Guy, well, I don't know, is he good looking though?
Big freezer rammed into the
Yeah, that's
knee.
what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. None of that matters if you're good looking, according to Savvy Guy.
There now, the freezer at over 270. Max Payne weighs in at over 300. Max drops down. Big leg.
I'm not a fan of the Max Payne,
But Max Payne backs him under the
Gary
ropes.
Young
Whip
faction.
goes away, and here he comes. Back off the ropes and right into a big forearm.
Seldom that Thompson will see anybody bigger than he is. He's looking at one today, and the CWA heavyweight champion, Max Payne, holding Gary
He only
Young.
judges you, though, for your paragraph length, not for your,
With that forearm again, he whipped William across the ring.
what would you call that?
Jumped down on the deck hard, tag on Payne.
Lance, I do want to remind you that don't forget Wrestling USA, the donations are coming
10-man
in.
tag
Like they
matches.
should, so I want you to remind the people throughout the day that they can write me in care of this station and that the donations are down. And I do have that floor plan on that condo for you.
Yeah, well, that's marvelous. I'm glad you're keeping me in mind.
You don't find him attractive? He's nasty? You're not trying to be mean? Well, that's fair. Well, that explains it then. He just needs to... He just needs to be a... not be a sub 5.
Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young with Brother Ernest in their corner are going to take a victory out of here.
Yeah, they did. As a matter of fact, complete domination, I would say, Dave, as they really took the measure of Thompson and Allen.
Together for 1 year.
As Allen is over helping the freezer out there. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so that's the first one coming out right now, Mr. Jarrett.
Oh, look at this
Glad to see
outfit.
you
This
back
is how
here.
I dress.
Last time with the big announcement about the May 9th situation.
Yeah, well, we have another big announcement, and we're real pleased to tell you that the Jarrett Promotion Company and World Class Wrestling have just concluded a series of contracts, and we'll be doing some co-promotions in our area.
All right.
As you know, May the 9th is a possibility that we may be without the services of Jerry Lawler. We're all hoping that that's not the case, and if it's not the case, it'll just mean that we have a lot of talent.
Jarrett
including
Vice,
Jerry
yeah.
Lawler.
Looks like Ellen
If it
DeGeneres.
happens to be his retirement match, then we feel that it's our responsibility to bring the very best in talent. Some of the people that are currently signed with World Class Wrestling is the Von Erich family. Kerry Von Erich, he'll be coming in. Iceman King Parsons, Michael Hayes, Terry Taylor, Buddy Roberts, Chris Adams. They'll all be right here in our Mid-South area in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I wanted to tell the fans that we're looking forward to it.
And the contracts are all complete. I mean, this is a definite thing now, right?
It's all signed, sealed, and they'll be here. I think we've got a couple of
His enthusiasm
videos on
is
one of them.
infectious.
Kerry Von Erich coming up.
And one on
Listen, guys, we got some great people coming in. We got, you know, I worked all this out down with the Von Erichs. It's going to be a good time. We got some big name talent coming in. It's going to be really wonderful for the folks out here, Lance.
Iceman Parsons. He, by the way, is the first black world champion with any alliance. And quite a wrestler. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Well, I think
No
what,
reaction from the
you
crowd
said in
on that,
second
by the
part
way.
Of the comment that you made is the thing to look forward to. Not only are we going to have all that talent, but we'll still have the king, too.
Still have the king and all the fine talent.
Hey,
we
Cody
have.
Turbo.
It just gives us an opportunity to
Why wouldn't you say everyone
bring in
needs
people
to do a line?
that are wrestling with other organizations and give the people in our area the very best that there is in the wrestling business.
Hey, Golly, I'll tell you what, that's a big announcement in there, Jerry. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to not only that, but also the May the 9th situation also. Right now.
That might have been what had to be cut out because it was a world-class clip.
On Wednesday night. Boy, I'll tell you are going to love it. The main event is a Double Jeopardy Battle Royal Tag
What's up,
Team
Randy?
Style. That's right. There are going to be 5 teams
Doing an
in there. Now, when
80s
one
mi-
team
or
member
a
is eliminated,
80s set Miami
the
Vice
other one
reboot.
must leave, my friend, and
I
that
like the
means
vibe
there's
of
gonna be a
Miami
whole lot of
Vice and the
backwalking
music,
going
but I could
on
never
there.
really
You're gonna
like.
have all 5 teams in
I've
there
tried to
battling for
revisit
the
it, and I
big
just
money, and the
I don't
first team
hate it. I just
eliminated
don't
is
get.
gonna
It's
be
not. I'm
fined
not really
$1,000.
motivated
So
to
you watch the
revisit
kind
it
of action
from
that's
start
gonna
to
be
finish,
going
though.
to stay in that ring. That's not all of it.
I don't think it
Southern
has
Tag
really
Team
great
title
like
match when the Bruce
long-term
brothers,
storytelling.
Ron and Don, defend against Tommy and Doug Gilbert with Eddie Marlin as the special referee. Return U.S. Junior Heavyweight title when Jeff Jarrett challenges Ken Wayne. What a match. And then Max Payne will have a CWA Heavyweight title match against Billy Travis. Gary Young will be going against Mark Starr. All of that.
And also,
action
Max Payne is
Wednesday
still the
night. You're
champ.
gonna be out with our next match as in the ring already. One of the participants.
Oh my God!
here.
Oh, look at Raven's got a little outfit now.
Pounds out of Palm Beach, Florida, introducing Scotty the Body.
He's got a
Going
robe.
against him at a total of No total. He just weighs 215 pounds.
Had a total of.
Memphis, Tennessee, it's Nightmare Ken Wayne. And here we go. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Noteworthy to tell you that
Oh, I dropped some frames somewhere. Sorry about that.
Which he won a couple of 3 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. And here's a guy who I guess determination would be the absolute cornerstone of a lot of his success, because Ken Wayne has that. He's a doggone good wrestler.
Ken Wayne is Lil Wayne's father. Reasonable.
The fundamentals well. He's going against a young man who is getting experience. And
Just think, guys, all we got to do is win the lottery, and then we're going to bring in Scott Levy back into a Memphis-type atmosphere, but not in Memphis. And wrestling against YouTube personalities. Man, look at that shit. Oh, look at Ken Wayne. He's really showing off, showing the rookie up.
But Scott battling away, gets that shoulder up after a 1 count, and you had to catch that one quick because he was really on the move. Ken Wayne, excellent move.
Even aged worse than Missy Hyatt. Hey, you're talking about the guy we're going to build our company around for, I don't know, probably at least, I want to say 6 months, but I don't think it'll take that long to get Savvy Guy ready. I think it will, like 3 to 5 months.
Put Scotty the Body on the mat. And it's Ken Wayne who ends up with the advantage after all of that.
Boy, that's some moves and counter moves in there, too, because that was a dandy hip toss and slammed down on that mat that Scotty the Body put on Ken Wayne. Ken Wayne kicked right out of it.
Well, he really lived, though.
And just kept on.
Lived a I don't know about rough life, but like lived fast, I guess.
Boy, he put together the good move. Not only just let it go at the hip toss, followed him right on down and had himself a cover on it and got a 1 count out of it.
Don't think it would take, but it would though, because I would want it like, you know, it would have to have a lot of production values, and also I'd have to have enough money to basically bring people in. I'd have to either fly them in like regularly once a week for the shows, or I would have to like just move them here temporarily, like in the old territory days. If we could get it over from our mothership promotion, then we could open up another one out in Palo Alto. You know what I mean? It's got to be. Like, I need to know that these people are locked in for long-term storytelling, because I have, like, a definite storyline that I want to tell with this company. So I need to know that they're going to... I don't need Jimmy jumping over to AEW, you know what I mean?
By Ken Wayne, as he waist-locked him, and he took him back.
Mont Blanc lower pin.
The back suplex and popped him down really hard. A tough one from Ken Wayne. As we'll be getting to Ken, the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, in a moment. We have right now a little Jeff Jarrett special coming up on the format. Ken, we'll get to you in just...
Like, I don't care about anything about making money with it. I just want to tell the story.
No, I haven't.
That's why we need the lottery, because I'd make a lot of bad decisions.
Right now, I told you we'll be back. Okay, there's no question
Oh my
about it.
God,
Jeff Jarrett,
Ken
young
Wayne.
man with an excellent drop kick. Now, Ken, we want to talk to the U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion.
From looking at that, it looks like all he's got is a drop kick.
Plus, you know, like, Grace is going to definitely hold me up. She's going to try to Ultimate Warrior me and hold me up for money right before she goes out for the Ruby blow-off match.
To me, you're a little partial, too. You talk about what a good drop kick he's got. You put him, I'm out here to talk to you, and you put a video on him.
That's the way...
Like, I feel like you probably need a decent... You don't have to be, like, rich, but you probably need a decent amount of money to get, like, Ronda Rousey to put Grace over and stuff like that with an armbar.
There's no point getting upset and all this irritation about the thing. You've got a good match, a good competitor, and you're the champion. We take great pride in the fact that you won the title.
That's right. I'm glad you said I'm the champion. Well, I want Jeff Jarrett to understand that. You know, we went to the ring, and we had a good scientific match going. We were switching holds up and down, and then I guess he'd used everything he knew.
It'll definitely hit for the copyright. It already did on this video.
He threw the first punch, man.
So I'm sure it will on the stream.
I was out there to wrestle you, Jeff.
And you want to
They use the old version.
Well, brother, I'm a good wrestler. I'm also a good fighter. I'll hit you with feet and fists or anything it takes, brother. And let me tell you something. This is what
Looks
it's
like he
all
wrestled
about right here.
Kabuki.
Now, you know, sure, there was a double count out. And I said I was going to beat him. But you know what? It seems to me that the referee is on his side, too. Because before I could... Now, listen to me, lad.
Listen, call 1-900-400-2601 if you think the referee screwed over Ken Wayne.
So what? That's right. He should have disqualified him, because if you remember, I looked up who was out there at ringside. Billy Travis.
Oh, boy.
I can see right now in my mind, they were back there in the dressing room.
Jeff Jarrett, truther.
Listen, I don't think I can beat him, so if I get in trouble, you come out and help me. And sure enough, I looked out there, and who was talking to him on the floor? Tell me, lad.
It's so weird that so few people watch Jeff Jarrett's podcast, even though he's like on national TV every week, or
the rest of you guys shouldn't have been out there.
At least sometimes.
And let me tell you something. I'm a good wrestler.
Let me tell you something, ATF media.
Always will be. I'm going to tell you what, Jeff. Again, this week, I'll walk out with this title. Thank you, Lance.
Well, you got the belt, and I know there's a little personal animosity there. It's just one of those situations, so we'll be looking forward to the match in any event. Let's take time out right now. Going to be back with more of CWA Championship Wrestling. I want to tell you this, that on Sunday afternoon, that's tomorrow at Fort Knox, Kentucky, 3 p.m.
Oh, wow, they were going to Fort Knox.
Championship Wrestling will be coming in there. Hope maybe you're going to be out to see it, my friend. Thursday, May the 5th, New Pekin, Indiana, at the Eastern High School.
Pekin, Indiana. We're going to Pekin, Indiana.
Tickets, and Thursday, May the 19th, Luguti, Indiana. First time
Magute,
there.
Indiana.
That one, 19th, Luguti, Indiana. Save $1 on advance tickets, and Thursday, May the 19th, Luguti, Indiana. First time there at St. John's Gym. That one is going to be on Thursday, May the 19th. Thursday, May the 26th, Madison, Indiana. More on those a little bit later. Evansville, did you hear it? Big double Jeopardy tag team battle royal coming up. And what I'm talking about, guys have got
Is it weird that they're running all these little towns?
In their pocket. It's going to be a 5-team event.
It's not like the towns we're used to hearing.
The other one must go. In addition to that, a Southern Tag Team title match with Eddie Marlin as the special referee, a return U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship, a CWA Heavyweight Championship, and more. Coming in Wednesday, has left it up to the fans to select the referee for the big championship match between the King and Kurt Hennig. Which
Thursday.
Will be a new career as
What's
the,
up, Rome Chat?
the new title holder or the last
Jerry Lawler looking like a divorced dad, getting impatient, waiting for his wife to show up at McDonald's for the child exchange.
At how close the voting has been. Kurt nominated his father, Larry, and you nominated Jackie Fargo. And the
Yeah, still got Evansville.
Kind of amazed at how
And
close
Memphis, obviously. They're still shooting there.
I'm not really amazed that it's close. There's a simple reason for this. Kurt Hennig has a lot to lose.
And the big show, I'm sure.
He is talking about a world championship that he's gotten real used to right now. And I'm sure that he's sitting there and he's thinking, man, I got to have my father in there at all costs. And I understand that what he's done, he's mounted a telephone campaign. And suppose it cost him $2,000 or $5,000. No matter what he spends on it, certainly the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be worth that to him. So I'm sure that he's figuring whatever it costs, whatever it takes.
So what he's saying here essentially is, listen, the thing is, guys, the Hennigs have this in the bag. It's an uphill battle. They are willing to spend thousands. So basically what he's saying without saying it is like, we need you to call and give us your dollar to let us know so that we can get Jackie Fargo as the referee.
He's going to get the necessary votes to have his father referee that match, and that's why, I'm not surprised that it's close. I knew that this was going to happen, and I do want to appreciate everybody.
It's very close, guys.
The voting lines are open again today. They'll be open all day today, all day tomorrow. every Saturday.
Please
and Sunday
open
right
your
up until,
hearts, open your
at least the Saturday
wallets,
right up
and
before
let's
the,
get Jackie Fargo
before
in
May the
there
9th.
as the referee.
If we could show those numbers, I'd really appreciate once again if we could get some more votes in for Jackie Fargo. A lot of people have voted for Jackie, and I appreciate it. And there's the number that they can call. Everybody out there watching right now, you're the ones that's going to decide who's going to referee this match. And I'd appreciate you calling 1-900-400-9601 because it's nothing I'd like better than to have Jackie Fargo. You know, Lance, it goes without saying. I mean, I go in the ring with against Kurt
Well, this
Hennig in
type
that
of a
match,
system
and his
just
father is in there as
benefits
a referee. I got 2 chances, and they're
the
slim and none.
elites, the
So,
Memphis elites.
You know, I've told everybody, and this is another thing that Kurt Hennig knows.
Why should
He
they
realizes
be
that
given
this
this
could
much
be the
control
smartphone. I told
over
him
an
that if I don't
AWA
win the
title
World
match?
Championship here, this is going to be I'm going to basically retire.
Operator
from this
standing
competition.
by to take
So
your
this will
money.
be my last match, and Kurt Hennig, nothing would please him any better than that. So that's one of the reasons that he is having somebody or himself. Or
I'm
whoever
not
make all
sure,
these calls.
Cody
You wanna
Turbo, to
spend
be
a
honest.
little money because it's $1 a call on the thing. He's willing to spend a little money in order to be absolutely certain that Larry Hennig.
I don't see him bringing him into the studio. Have we seen him ever in the studio? We saw him on a arena show.
And just in case there's anybody that has
Jackie
forgotten
Farthole? Wow.
I'll tell you this. As you can see there, he just took a shot at the referee. You know, there are a couple of things also that I even worry about, even with Jackie. The first thing you know that if Jackie is appointed the referee, I'm sure that Kurt Hennig is going to go in there and try to get himself disqualified. It wouldn't be
333. That's the.
take a shot at Jackie Fargo to try to get Jackie.
That's
to
your
lose his
angel
temper.
number,
you know what
Luna.
a short fuse Jackie has.
Yep.
So I mean, you know, it's.
Who do we know that's into
certain in this
angel?
match.
Luke
I'm just
West
hoping
is
that we
into
get a lot
angel
of calls
numbers.
and that Jackie is appointed the referee because. As you said, it's either going to be the end of a career or the start of another one. And you know, Jarrett was out here a little bit earlier, and he's making some plans that are necessary, and I don't blame him a bit. One of the things, Lance, that is sort of like a double-edged sword. You know,
Who picked
I've
this
wrestled
shirt?
in this area for about 15 years now, and this is my home. And you know, I've been real fortunate that I've had a lot of fan support, and I've been real successful in this area. And I'm not going to ever apologize for being as successful as I have been because, you know, I think anybody that ever goes
Cody,
to the
please
ring
stop
and
flirting
does
with
less than
Luna.
just
She's
less than 100%,
taken.
then they should apologize. But I've never done that.
We don't need
But
King
one
Lee
of
in
the
here
things that has happened,
stirring up
simply because
stirring
of the
up the
fact that
hornet's
I've
nest.
been able to do so well here, is that some of the other top wrestlers around the country, when they talk about going into this area, they say, well, you know, Jerry Lawler's there, and you have a real struggle getting into the main events and everything with Jerry Lawler entrenched in this area. And so I realized that that's sort of been a problem here in the past. And maybe if I don't win the World Heavyweight Championship, Lance, then it'll be a good opportunity for a lot of other good new talent to come into this area, and I think the fans will enjoy seeing.
If I
some
had
of
like
these guys
more
like Terry
time to
Von Erich
stream,
and a
like
lot
we
of these
probably
different
would have
guys
already caught
in
up
this
with
area.
Luke
So
West
anyway,
by now.
it's
It's just
gonna be
once a
big
week.
night
I don't know
later
why I
tonight,
put it
and
on
I'm just looking
Mondays.
forward
Like that's the
to,
day that I
once
least
again,
want.
though, I'm
Like
gonna
that's the
tell everybody
morning
that
I
I'm gonna
least
do
want to wake up
everything
and
within my
like
power.
do
And it's
something.
true that I've
So I don't know
wrestled
why I put
6
like the most
different world
depressing
champions over a
content on
period of a lot
Monday.
of years here in Memphis. And that gold ring has always eluded me, but I'm going to do my best on May the 9th to try to grab that ring.
I know that for a fact, and I know you would be a lot happier if Jackie Fargo was a referee. So, you fans of Jerry Lawler, be sure and remember the voting. Jerry,
can I stay here while we got a word from Kurt?
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you would, because Kurt, we've got a videotaped interview from Kurt Hennig, and only fair that we should have a chance to hear from the world champion. Here is Kurt Hennig.
All of these people really affect me.
The stage has been set in the Mid-South.
I mean, if they stick around, if they're like, you know, regulars.
Wrestling, Kurt Hennig. Now, I want everybody out there to listen up because this is a very serious situation for myself. What Jerry Lawler is trying to do is he's trying to pull something out of his back pocket, and he's trying to get Jackie Fargo to be the referee. And
Move Luke to Thursdays.
I'm going to say it again. As the votes come in, I have a very, very strong voting block here.
Yeah,
in the Midwest.
that wouldn't be too
And the
bad,
calls
probably.
from this area
And then
will be
Monday I could
coming
just kind of
down.
do
You have the
vibe
one and the
content.
only Larry the Axe Hennig in my corner. Not in my corner, I mean as a referee. He is the man that deserves to be the referee. He's a man of honesty. He's a
Oh
man
my
of
God,
justice.
come on.
And who would know that any better than his own son, Kurt Hennig? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see a match between two combatants of justice and honesty and legitimate wrestling match, then Larry the Axe Hennig is the man for the referee job, not Jackie Fargo, not some cheat, whatever you want to call him. The man has broke every rule.
Yeah, he's in that cool Glamour Shots photo booth.
You yourself have never been the heavyweight champion of the world, and you pull anything you want. Jackie Fargo is not the man for the job. Remember one thing, the Hennigs are honest people, and Larry the Axe Hennig, he is the man.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I think he made a little verbal slip there when he said Larry.
Cicero is a very robust cat.
You saw the piece of footage
like
there.
he's like anytime I go into the kitchen, he like bolts in there.
That was we were wrestling for the Lord of the Rings Diamond Ring that night.
I'll remember that disaster, Lord of the Rings. Bill Dundee cut him a bad check.
Down the middle he can be. So just one more time,
Demanded
I appreciate the vote
cash.
for Jackie Fargo, and I'm just looking forward to May the 9th, Lance.
Okay, good luck to you, Jerry. See you a little bit later. 1-900-400-9601 is the Fargo number. And right now, we're going to take a look at something I think that's pretty appropriate. A little video on the King, Jerry Lawler, Forever Young.
I think this one will be muted, so it's going to be really awkward. I apologize. What's the benefit to blocking something in a bunch of territories? I guess I don't understand. Like, wouldn't you want to not block it and collect the ad revenue? It's not, I mean, I don't ever take them out if it's just like Russia, because pretty much everything is blocked in Russia. But like this one, for some reason, blocked it in like a bunch of territories. Oh no, you thought that was Clarence? Is that Bundy? I don't know how to tackle Clarence. I mean, if we're gonna deep dive him, like, should we go back to the Daily Motion? Like, go back to the earliest possible content? I'll have to make playlists because the videos are so short. If we had to keep reopening them, it would take up a lot of the time. Yeah, I edited I muted the music.
First heard about the next person who was going to be on. I couldn't believe it.
No way.
It's just like the old days. Downtown Bruno, what do you think? Everybody's happy.
Just like the old days a year ago.
You know, I've got a few things to say. There's an old saying, never look back in anger, you see. I can look back in anger about a lot of things. First of all, that brick house Brown put me in a clown suit. But those days are past. I threw that off the Homestead High Level.
Yo,
Bridge
where's
at
Randy
14
Wanzer at?
Into the river, brother.
The return of downtown Bruno.
About Jerry the King Lawler. Brick house Brown, Jerry Lawler, they all got together. They tricked me into being in a loser leave time match where Jerry Lawler beat Don Bass and sent downtown Bruno out of town. Sure, I wasn't even involved in the match. It was a steel cage. There was nothing I could do. Maybe if I was in the ring one-on-one with Lawler, there would have been a chance. Downtown Bruno would still be here, see. But you know, you can't get where you're going until you know where you've been. You never look back, and brother, never ever surrender. And I'm standing here, and I'm still under suspension. I'm not back here full-time as of now. But see, the suspension says I was not allowed to manage in the Championship Wrestling Association for 1 year. But it said nothing that I couldn't come out here and do an interview.
Well, it looks like
or do
he's
some
back to
commentary.
some extent.
Sort of look pretty good, Lance Russell. I'm wearing my Rolex and my diamond.
Boy, hey, what a change in attire since the last time we saw
Hey,
downtown.
don't go around thinking that downtown Bruno just been on Skid Row since he left the Championship Wrestling Association.
I've managed Central States champions. I've managed Central States tag team champions. I've got me a Southeastern heavyweight champion. But, brother, all this means nothing. The only thing that means anything is that I'm going to come back to the Championship Wrestling Association. I will be here real soon. Downtown Bruno, we'll be back.
Well, the fans are happy to see him.
I'm going to be back to stay. And wait now, wait, right now. Hey, Mama says it be that way sometimes.
There we go. There it is.
Oh, yes, the people know it.
Oh, it's been so long. Let's hear it again.
Hey, right now. Hey, Mama says it be that way sometimes.
Let's go.
And right now, oh, yes, the people know it. And right now, I would like to get...
If I ever get to cut a real promo, I'm going to include that line.
I don't look back in anger, but I do look back. And hindsight is 20/20. And Jerry Lawler, I know you've got to be back there somewhere, brother. I want you to come out here. You didn't have the guts to face me one-on-one in the steel cage. You had to go through Don Bass and Brickhouse Brown. Well, maybe you'll come out here right now and face me one-on-one because I want to come back to the Championship Wrestling Association.
Oh, my God. He wants to fight Lawler.
I can't manage Jerry Lawler. Not yet, not for a few more months. But I am standing there right before you, see. And if people know it, everybody knows it.
You have the same one.
I'm a first-class manager. I'm the type of manager that you need in the Championship Wrestling Association.
It reminds me of the outfits they wore in that Superman movie. The, like, 3 villains. Oh, Robert Fuller. I'm not sure, Daninsky. Like I said, my brain when it comes to placing times in wrestling is like completely convoluted. Like this feels like early 80s to me. So I don't know. I mean, he was with, who were his last people? Bertha Faye, Bully Busick. I can't remember who else he had that was like high profile. He was with, okay, hold on. He was with Giant Gonzalez, right? So that would have been way after this, I would think. That would be well into the 90s. So maybe he went, maybe it sounds like he went to Central States at least. So maybe he went to some other territories and now he's back. And then I think once he's with WWF, I think he can cut, I think he could probably be free to come back periodically. Oh man, look at this.
Give me some help out here on it, please.
One of the timeless angles that never goes away, hanging people. Oh my God.
And I love it because there's a lot of anger in my mind for Jerry Lawler. Hey, wait a minute, who gets shot, Lance? Who's this guy? Just another jabroni. Just another jabroni. That's what it is. But look, the Tennessee Stud is taking care of him, baby. Taking care of business. I love it. Go get him, Robert Fuller. That's it, baby. Show him how to do it in Dallas. Hey, the Billy Travis, I didn't even know he was still around here. What's going on? Oh, well, we took care of that BC Express, baby. That's all she wrote for. Wait a minute. Wait. Jeff Jarrett. Oh, come on, Robert. Come on, watch out for this kid. He's dangerous. He's tough, Robert. Watch out for that Jeff Jarrett. He's a tough one now.
Watch out for that chest hair. Yeah, fans love a good hanging. Well, I mean, would you step in, ATF Media? That's Robert Fuller.
Yeah, I noticed how you got it done, too. You sent in a tape so nobody knew was here, and then you come along and jump him from behind. Robert Fuller.
Don't worry, they've got
is the latest of the bounty
they got Jerry Calhoun down there.
Eddie Gilbert, Billy and Alan and Jeff have gotten Lawler loose down over there.
Billy, Allen, and Jeff.
Downtown Bruno. You know bad news is coming around when that son of a gun's in. They're getting Jerry back to the dressing room in there. We got got a match coming up, and yeah, let's go ahead and get the match underway in here.
Listen, Jerry Lawler almost hung. Let's go to the ring, Dave.
He had nothing to do with it. He had absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with it.
You're cool with the choking out of Lawler, fair.
Tape on his interview like he's not going to be here, and then jumps him from behind.
Who's... Oh, Alan Reynolds.
We're about set to go here. We've got a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up. Let's see, Alan Reynolds is in here with Scott Steiner. Alan out of Arkansas, Scott Steiner out of Detroit, Michigan. They're going against the Gilberts. Tommy starting and Doug in the corner. Alan Reynolds really slammed to the mat by Tommy Gilbert. Alan makes his way under
A lot
the
of
rope. That means
mat
a break
wrestling
by
in this
Tommy Gilbert.
edition. Remember that Ken Wayne
That day, Dave, and boy, he got off to a tough start in the first
little
match.
chain set he put on
Big
Raven?
Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young. So right away,
You think
Tommy
you think he popped a boner during that?
takes him over to the corner, tags his big son Doug, and the hitman looked like he grabbed the hair. We couldn't really see it, but the referee asked him the same question, and Reynolds goes down on the mat.
Reynolds indicating
Who's
he had a
choosing
when he hit the
Doug
mat
Gilbert's
there, but Doug
attire?
Gilbert, big and powerful.
He looks like he's trying to blend in on stage during a puppet
Needs to get
show.
over there and make a tag. He has got a sizable partner in Scott Steiner, but he hadn't been able to get in there where he could make a tag on him. Head slammed into the top turnbuckle pad. Tag on Tommy Gilbert. As Doug holds him, Tommy pitches a right to the midsection.
Alan Reynolds flipped over toward his
Uh-oh.
corner. He uses that opportunity very wisely and makes the tag. Here is Scott Steiner. So it'll be Steiner against Tommy Gilbert.
It's frowned upon to have a
Tommy
boner.
Gilbert found behind. Waist locked in, but Steiner got out of it. Gilbert comes back with a heads up.
For everybody who couldn't get enough last week, now we've got more Tommy Gilbert versus Scott Steiner content.
But that was broken at the count of two. Scott Steiner wrestles out of Detroit, takes the arm and pops Tommy over and down. And for the first time, really, the team of Steiner and Reynolds have got themselves a little something going. Back to the feet, and it's a standoff now. Right over there, a tag goes on Doug Gilbert. And the two largest members of the foursome in there. 1, 2.
The two largest members.
Caught by powerful Scott Steiner. Had a 2 count on him, but he got away from it.
Steiner tried to go for the quick pin. He caught Doug coming off the ropes and put him down to the mat, trying to hold the shoulders for a 3 count. But Doug having no part of being counted out. Oh, good drop kick. Steiner way up in the air. Really nailed him right in the side of the head. That time Steiner was not able to cover the shoulder or cover Doug and try to hold the shoulders down for a 3 count. Steiner over to the corner. Alan Reynolds back in. Reynolds started the match. We're 2 minutes, 40 seconds into the action. 10 minutes the time limit on the overall match. Doug Gilbert using the right fist. He's not even acting like it's open. He is just doubling up the fist and pounding Alan Reynolds. Reynolds trying to fight back with the fist himself. Not very effective as Doug is over to the corner, makes a tag on Tommy Gilbert. Got it. Right fist and
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to the world-class guys coming in. I feel like we're at a real dead zone right now. None of these stories besides Lawler's are like particularly interesting. And that one is interesting because he's taking on like the AWA champion. But this Gilbert thing seems like it's losing steam. We haven't had like much of an angle worked in a while.
And a quick reminder that Fort Knox Sadowski Fieldhouse tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. Now, next Wednesday, Evansville Coliseum. What a day that's going to be. Listen, you're going to see the first tag team double jeopardy battle royal that's ever been with tag teams in Evansville,
It's a
Indiana.
weird look.
The 5 teams that will be entered in there will first have not to be the first team eliminated. When one member is eliminated, the other one must go, and the first team will be fined $1,000. And then the winners, you bet, they can walk out of there with $2,500 in their pocket. And you're talking about big action in a double jeopardy battle royal tag team style. Southern tag team title match. Eddie Marlin, the special referee, when Ron and Don Bruce defend against
The
Tommy
Bruce
and Doug
brothers
Gilbert.
still around.
A U.S. Junior Heavyweight title match. Jeff Jarrett challenging Ken Wayne. What a dandy. CWA Heavyweight title. Max Payne against Billy Travis. And gorgeous Gary Young will be facing Mark Starr Wednesday in Evansville.
Really? That's the one you tell us about last?
Tag match. We've got the trivia contest coming up here in just a moment.
Don't shout the answers if you know them, goddammit.
A lot of people. Ron and Don Bruce, the Southern Tag Team Champions. Hi, guys. And Eddie Marlin. I know that
Oh,
you
boy,
have
look at
heard,
this group.
Some complaints about the situation that's coming up with the Southern Tag
I
Belt.
can't help the complaints. They've been complaining. The Gilberts called the office and raised King with Randy Hale. They didn't like the referees. They wanted a special referee. So Randy called me and said, would you be the referee? I said, I'd be more than happy. And since then, I thought back a time or two before I've refereed, and I carried my tie buddy with me.
Boy, look at it. Look, he's really feeling it. What's going on with Eddie Marlin here?
A little convincer that you keep.
That's right. It keeps law and order.
Yeah, that little tire buddy will get the job done too. Guys, you got you know they're going to be tough. And Tommy Gilbert, plenty tough. He's a veteran, and so you got to look out for anything.
Well, how are we supposed to take him seriously as an official if he's coming out with these two guys?
That's all it boils down to. Eddie Marlin, this is how you run this promotion. You're a stinking cheat.
Doug Gilbert, I'm not running the promotion. I told you Randy Hale's doing that. He called me, said y'all was crying. Y'all didn't like the referee.
Together. Lynn said you appointed a referee and said you appointed your own self. So why don't you and Randy Hale and get...
I just feel like there's not a lot going on besides the Gilbert story and Lawler's chasing of Kurt Hennig. I feel like everything else just, it seems like filler at this point. Like there was usually like even like the opening card, like the low card people were like in storylines of some kind.
You got to get somebody else to walk around and look at you. That's fine. If we have to beat 3 men, that's exactly what we do.
Okay. Hey, guys, good luck.
The Twink brothers. I mean the powder pink tights are a choice for the Bruise brothers.
Who will be going against the Gilberts with Eddie as the special referee. Right now, trivia time. Renegade Trivia Contest. We had a question a while back in pertaining to name 3 professional wrestlers that were professional football players. So there is no one answer because there's a lot of guys who have been professional football players, but there is only one winner whose name will not only win the weekly prize of the Renegade set of mugs, the T-shirts and hats and that sort of thing, but it also goes into the pot as one of 18 to go for the grand champion. The Renegade Trivia Contest champion will be flown to the site of the finals of the Renegade Contest, the biggest contest that we've ever had. Cash money, $250,000 involved in it. They'll be put up in the motels and the
$250,000, but
and you are looking for an expensive, outstanding trip.
You won't. The main prize,
the winner is,
as far as I know it,
this week, Regina Hale.
Oh, Randy Hale's sister, of course. Isn't it just like a trip to somewhere and then like a hotel room and then $500 cash? The rest of the prizes are all junk.
Having you compete when the 18 winners will be going. All the correct answers are put into a slot.
Like mugs and T-shirts and shit, right?
The way Regina won it. Now,
so the whole prize pool to the fans is probably like a couple grand.
Are you ready for the next question?
Where's the other $248,000?
We're going to ask questions about it. Kurt Hennig is the current holder of the AWA World Championship. He won that title from Nick Bockwinkel. But who held the AWA World title longer than anyone else?
Vern Gagne, maybe.
Heavyweight title longer than anybody else. Now, if you think you know the answer,
Doug Gilbert was recently on AEW. Wow.
send it in to Renegades Rampage Trivia Contest. That must be on your entry. WMC TV, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. One more time, the question is, who held the AWA World Heavyweight title longer than anyone else? Get your entries in just as soon as you can. We hope maybe that you will be the winner. Okay, we've got an 8-man tag match coming up here, Dave. Looking forward to that son of a gun. We're trying to move it along. Where's the bell?
Trying to move it along.
All right, one side of the ring, I'll tell you, you've got a quick team. You've got Jeff and Billy.
EFD, if he won the contest, could pay off his whole debt and have almost a couple $100 in his pocket. Vern held it for like 5 years. That's what I was kind of thinking. I know Nick Bockwinkel had some good runs, but I would think there were probably periods where Vern was champ forever.
On the other side, it's 890, so you got a lot of weight stacking up in this one right here. 8-man tag team match. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee. It goes to the expiration of time.
The Cuban Assassins and Rough and Ready. Well, this episode went by pretty fast, though. TBH. We did miss a segment, though. I'll be right back.
The Assassin hammering him across the back. Now choking Travis, picking him up by the throat. They're over near the corner. Travis hanging on. The Assassin with the choke. The referee trying to get him to stop that. Travis finally breaks the choke himself. Travis slams the Assassin's head into the turnbuckle. That Assassin raked him across the eyes. Over to the corner. Cuban Assassin number 1 will be coming in now. Jeff Jarrett in to help out. Look out. We got all of them in the ring now. All 8 of them going at the same time.
Plenty of action, and the referee wisely standing back out of the action gets a 1-2. No, he only got a 2 count, right?
Jeff Jarrett got a 2 count on Ruff, and that's all.
We're going to have to take a break right here, and what we'll do is we'll come back and catch this action while it's going. Right now, let's take a break. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties
Well, what the hell happened?
other than this.
I missed the whole match?
Let's take a break.
Oh, it just devolved into a brawl? Okay.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters.
That's a lot of steel reserves. I feel like Billy Travis is a guy that sandbags a lot. He stiffs people a lot, in my opinion. You didn't like Vern Gagne? I haven't seen too much of him actually wrestling. I know I left in the whole... I figured expiration of time, we had like 8 minutes left or something. I'm a big Harley Race fan. I'm a big Bill Dundee fan, too.
Hello again, Lance Russell and Dave Brown. We're already in action with Billy Travis and the Blue Knight.
The Blue Knight, Daninsky.
Takes the knight, slams his head into the turnbuckle, pounds him over against the beautiful drop kick, and Billy Travis, the Lexington, Kentucky young man, picks him up in the air, slams him down.
Here comes the Vader bomb.
As he pops off with the elbow, and there's the cover. 1, 2,
I mean, look at that bullshit.
And there's the cover. 1, 2.
Excuse me? What? Why is Billy Travis winning this match when the Blue Knight got his feet into the ropes? Bullshit.
Here we get off with action. Billy Travis gets the victory under 3 minutes of time on the match. Billy looking very good as he...
Yeah, he killed a guy, right?
Blue Knight here.
Okay, we'll try it again. Hello again, everybody. This is Lance.
They saw Harley Race trying on to a big old pinky ring.
Blew the lid real quick as we got underway with Billy Travis and Blue Knight. As we came on the air, we've got a great card lined up today, I think, David.
We do indeed.
Wow,
But
Blue
later on,
Knight
we got the
fans.
Gilberts, Tommy and Doug coming in here, and a bit later than that, we've got Bart Starr, Scott Steiner, and Jeff Jarrett, part of a 6-man tag team match.
Good sounding doggone team, to say the very least. We've also got the trivia contest. Which
Do you feel like everything is like falling off? Like, I don't know any other way to put it. Like, even the old shit that we're watching, I feel like everything's falling off. Memphis is dip. We're in a dip in Memphis. We're in a dip in sightings.
Right here with us, and by golly, I'll tell you
Not
what,
to
this
mention,
young man
like,
just jumped right into the
the
middle
Boyd
of a
right now.
beehive. I mean, it was like sticking your hand right into one of those honeycombs and saying, "Bite me, son of a gun."
We're about 3 weeks of dry content away from clipping Kinetic Kel.
An idea exactly what happened after the Jerry Lawler Robert Fuller match. Here is what got Jeff involved.
Love to see the videotape of that. I hope they're taping.
Billy Travis backed by the Saudis.
Lawler is not thinking about that now. Look, here comes Jeff Jarrett. Slam Fuller right in the head with a trash can. Jeff Jarrett bit it over his head. Lawler tied up in the rope. Here comes Kenny D out.
Oh man, look at the trash can. One hit with the trash can. He broke a guy's hip. I think he... Okay, yeah, he died shortly after. Okay. Well, I blame Vern Gagne for it. And honestly, I blame Vince McMahon. Now I sound like Billy Jack Haynes. You know what you did, Vince? You shut his territory down. You put him in a retirement home. You killed him, Vince. Bombshell tonight. Just shut the lights off on Fusion Studios if it comes to clipping Kinetic Kel. Wow. Strong statement. Oh, look at Lance. He's really getting the talking to here.
There's no question about it. You did hit him with a can.
Yeah, Lance, I think I got him a little upset, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, Lance, I was, sitting there back there thinking, the first time I ever saw Robert Fuller in my life, he was out here.
So Central States, right? That's Robert Fuller. That's a Fuller promotion, right? So when they brought over Fuller, downtown Bruno said he had been there too. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I was thinking Central States was a Fuller thing.
Brought a rope out here and tried to tie Jerry Lawler up.
Right here.
Took him over there and tried to hang him. Then the next thing I see, he's out there going crazy, and I just wasn't going to stand back there because Kingfisher's a good friend of mine, and he was up in the ring.
Covering Schizo Spud streams, I can tell you 100% right now, if Brother Ernest was here, I'd put my hand on the good book. That will never happen. Never happen.
2 weeks before the biggest match of his career, and Robert Fuller, I don't know what he's trying to do. All I saw was he's trying to...
I don't see myself ever covering any of the, like,
the nearest thing I saw. If I'd had a
Thorpe
2x4
Orbiter drama channels, except for Ruby.
I sure did try to use
Boy, you busted on him. It's pretty obvious that Fuller is not in here to wrestle. He's in here for something else other than that.
That's right.
Let's take a listen, Jeff, if you will, to what Robert Fuller had to say.
Take out the camera. Bring it on over here. Get right up here, baby. Because I got something needs to be said. I was up this morning before going and knocked on me.
Tennessee Lee. He was operating the other Continental. There's so many Fuller territories. God damn. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. Mop bucket. What a great promo. Wow.
You not only have a man, but you have a big one on your hands, Jeff.
Lance, I believe that guy's crazy. I think he's
6'9", 265
I got a
pounds.
match coming up, and old Jackie Fargo used to say,
The
"People,
Tennessee
if you're coming to see
Stud."
a wrestling match, don't come, because I believe, Lance, it's going to be a fight, and we'll just see what happens."
Okay, Jeff Jarrett, good luck to you. Time out. We'll be back in just a moment.
This is like my favorite soda, but I feel like, well, it went up in price. Look at that, $1.50. Give me a break. It tastes really good, but I do think they tinkered with something, but I don't know for sure what it is, but it's still really good.
Or a tag team match would be getting points toward the big $250,000 payoff on the Renegade Rampage. What a night it's going to be.
And then sell it, yeah.
Southern Tag Team title.
That's not how he tells it on his podcast, but yes, that's what everybody says. That's what everybody else but they say.
Assassins with Brother Ernest, and we'll be looking at Jeff Jarrett going against Robert Fuller. I think you know by now that Jeff Jarrett intervened in a match with Robert Fuller and busted the trash can right over his head. And friend, Fuller didn't take too kindly to that. It is going to be some kind of a scrap, that single match. A World Tag Team title defense with Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, defending against the young team of Scott Steiner and Tom Brandy. What a dandy that'll be.
Oh, wow.
Bass and Travis, Starr and Young, plenty of... Oh, this day is going to be a six-man tag match. And boy, the more I look at that doggone lineup.
So Scott Steiner and Tom Brandy against who? Oh, fuck. Who did they say?
That'll be Bass and Travis, Starr
Oh,
and
Bad
Young.
Company.
Oh, this day is going to be a six-man tag match. And boy, the more I look at that doggone...
Oh, yeah, not illegal, just kind of... well, I mean, it's wrestling, so... Probably not that out of pocket for that world, anyway.
I didn't mean to inconvenience you.
I've got something I'd like to say.
Isn't that what TKO was doing with WWE? Like, trying to hot shot the shit out of it, sell it to the Saudis?
Not just me, but this lady right here has really humiliated
Missy
her.
Hyatt.
But whenever it really comes down to it, it has humiliated the Gilbert family. And she is a Gilbert. And I'm
The
proud of
Velvet
it.
Box.
This gentleman here is proud of it. And I want everybody else to be proud of it. And I want to say one thing, that this kind of stuff is going to have to stop. I don't know exactly what's going to have to take place to do it. But I'd like to say one thing about the Von Erichs, you know, and this goes back to them. This is a family.
Let's hear it. Somebody needs
Because
to
the Gilbert
finally say
family
this.
really is supreme in wrestling today. I don't care. You want to go to other countries, we are. Now I want to get back to the Von Erichs. I respect Fritz Von Erich for one thing, that he has always seen that his family has never been humiliated. Never. There may have been some people out there that tried
Did you
to.
see Gary Young try to get into
Somewhere or
a
another they left from there.
rear mount position
Then
on
you
Missy
come to the
Hyatt?
Jarretts. I'll have to say one thing. The Jarretts have always seen that their family.
How old do you think she is here?
Eddie Marlin,
Early 20s,
Jeff
right?
Jarrett, they may get in the ring and they may get the devil beat out of them, but they're not humiliated. Then you go to the Fullers. The same way. They've always seen that they've never been humiliated. You go to the Funks, to the Briscoes. Any family, Lance, has never been humiliated. Never. And they have tried to do this. And I want to tell Kenny D one thing.
Kenny D. I love his
wanna
music.
stick your nose into something that you don't know what you're getting into, brother. Because things is going to turn. And they have begun
Gary
to turn
Young
as
just
of
is so
today.
weird to me. He
Because,
looks like a big
Lance,
steroid
we have
Mark Marrow.
Stepped out here and got a gentleman. I would like to say that we just bring him in. But
This could be
the thing of it
Grace
is, I'm
touring
not
as a
gonna say that
manager
we're
in some
bringing him
indie
or
in the
nominating
New
him or
England
something
area.
like that. What we're doing, we're more or less adopting Gary Young from now on.
because from now on, he's going to be watching Missy's back. There's no Kenny D's or anybody else is going to be trying to slap this young lady. No more. I don't care who it is.
No more.
This man here is going to be there.
Well, maybe she brought some of it on herself, maybe.
Oh, I did not. Let me tell you something, Kenny D and Jerry Lawler. There's no fury like a woman scorned. And I tell you what, there might be, who knows what can happen, but I will get y'all back. Not right?
There may be, well, who knows what'll happen. Okay.
Yeah.
She should have just stood there.
Gary, you now have a new affiliation, Gary, and you're not associated with your old past anymore.
Well, let me tell you something, Lance. First
Friendship with Max Payne ended. The Gilberts are his new best friend.
When things happen, it's very, very, very seldom, you know. I get an opportunity to represent the Gilberts like I do, you know. It'll be my pleasure, you know. They asked me to come out here and watch Missy's behind. I mean, to watch her back and everything.
Oh.
And believe me,
wow.
If anybody gets within 3 feet of Missy Hyatt,
3 feet? That's pretty close.
Missy, I've got your back covered, and don't you worry about it, because 3 feet, that's the word, and you got me to deal with.
Oh my God, what a disaster promo.
You really know what you're getting into, Ivan.
Sure I do, Lance, sure I do. I've been associated with the Gilberts for a long time, and it's my pleasure.
The Killers? What?
This little lady is trouble, just let me tell you that.
Oh wow, Lance really going after Missy.
We've got a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here.
Oh look, we actually have a manager sitting in the chair. Scooter up to the apron like a gentleman.
484 pounds, the Gilberts, Tommy and Doug in the corner. Missy Hyatt and gorgeous Gary Young.
I hope that after this gimmick change, he has the common decency to go to a different territory soon. I don't have anything against him. He's just strange to me. Reynolds and Danson. The best tag team in Memphis history, though, was Danson and Ken Raper. That they actually teamed together for a couple weeks. There's no chemistry between Gary Young and anybody, I don't think.
Alan's a good-looking young wrestler, too. He just really has a difficulty getting off the...
Where's Eddie? Where's Eddie Gilbert? The angle was going, things were burning like so hot when it was Lawler and Gilbert, and now that's over, I guess. I feel like I don't know, maybe if he got more promo time and I didn't have to see him wrestle. Because I like that last, bizarre promo. 3 feet, that's it.
Missy Hyatt watching in all earnest. Doug Gilbert, a snap there over the shoulder. There's a tag on Doug Dancing.
Uh-oh, Doug Dancing in the ring.
Short, but boy, he is stocky. Good athlete.
Doug got him with a cheap shot as he was on his way into the ring. Suplexes him.
Here comes Tommy Gilbert. Oh man, I would not want to take that.
Exactly 2 minutes, the time of the match. 2 minutes even. The Gilberts get the win.
Gilberts get it in very impressive fashion as the hitman and his dad, Tommy. Yeah, I hear about devastation. And so there they go, off into the sunset, a happy little family with their new
To sell you, he does kind of have that look to him.
We'll take time out. We're going to be back in just a moment.
I don't know, I guess he just looks he looks really interesting, but his personality is very bland.
Quick 16
Like, imagine Lanny Poffo or Mark Marrow with that kind of size.
Harmony High School Championship Wrestling. You can save a buck by getting your tickets in advance.
Save a
Thursday,
buck.
The 19th in Lagouti, Indiana, at St. John's Gym, sponsored by the JC.
You can save that buck you spent voting for Jackie Fargo.
Indiana, at Madison Consolidated School. All of those times you can save $1 by getting your ticket in advance. Once again, let me run over all of the action coming into Evansville. First, Renegade Rampage night. The points will be up for grabs, and there's guys that are really need them to get into the finals. Mark Starr goes against gorgeous Gary Young. Don Bass against Billy Travis. World Tag Team.
We haven't seen an update on the scores in the Renegade Rampage for
Jarrett goes against Robert Fuller. It'll be
weeks,
Ron and Don Harris, the Bruise Brothers, defending
if not
in a
months.
Southern Tag Team title match against the Cuban Assassins. Those are the matches that are coming up. Wednesday's the day, and son of a gun, you better be out there. Bring a friend. You'll both enjoy it. Team with Mark Starr returning. Excellent Florida wrestler. We're delighted to see him back in the territory. Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner will all be on one
That's
side
what
of the
Ember
ring. It'll be
tells guys she
interesting to see.
dates. Bring a
They'll be
friend.
going against
We'll
the,
all have a
Cuban
good time.
Assassins and Terry Adonis. That'll be the 6-man tag match. Right now, we're going to call out here.
Dave can't
Brother
wait to go
Ernest
home.
Angel, and here's some more of the good news from Brother Ernest Angel. No, that is not Brother Ernest Angel. I know Brickhouse Brown anywhere, and this is Brickhouse Brown. Brother Ernest is supposed to be out here today.
Let me tell you something. Last, my heart is heavy today, Lance. I received, let me tell you something right now, you disgusting redneck. Get that mind out the gutter.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I had a very emotional, disturbing phone call this morning. And I could just tell through the phone, through shaking words, Brother Ernest is in a bad way. The man is gravely ill. No, he's not suffering from AIDS. Get your mind out the gutter.
Suffering from AIDS? The crowd is yelling that Brother Ernest has AIDS. He's got AIDS. No way. Memphis chanted he's got AIDS before ECW. That's pretty amazing.
Typical. I mean, we have a sick person here. I'm coming out here asking these people.
No, he don't have AIDS.
If you want to send your letters in to Baptist Memorial Hospital in Nashville, Brother Ernest would greatly appreciate all your letters of concern. And the money that you want to send in, please still send your money and carry this station. And I guarantee you, Lance, it would be greatly appreciated because the man is gravely ill. I mean, can a body be ill without having to be rumored of suffering some kind of life-threatening disease?
Well,
the man is not suffering from AIDS. He's gravely ill.
Okay, he's
and I'm
gravely ill.
visibly shaking. This is supposed to be a joyous occasion for me today.
Yes.
Because let me tell you something right now. Through those shaking words, I could just feel the misery that the man was suffering from. And my heart reaches out to him. And I'm asking all of you people to just put your prejudice aside and show some concern. But let me tell you something right now. Brother Ernest told me he had a seeing. He saw the light. One thing about I want to say, I see all the slobber and dribble over the floor here. It looks like it came from Gary Young. Gary Young, don't you know Brother Ernest taught us better than that? He showed me the light. Now you're running around here lusting at the heart of the flesh with Missy Hyatt. Sure, you're going to watch her behind. Her back. Let me tell you something, Gary Young. You low-life, under-the-house sleeping, disgusting individual.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he was... If he could have, like, creative control over his promos and say, like, you know, incendiary things like he has many times here, I don't see any reason why he couldn't have gotten over. He's like a charismatic, really charismatic guy, and he's decent in the ring, but not a very big guy.
The good book says, if you think lust, you might as well have committed lust. And Gary Young, you're a disgusting individual. Now he's going now and try to watch Missy Hyatt's back. Let me tell you something right now, Gary Young.
brother, you will see the light and you will pay. And I'm going to tell you something else. There is some light on this situation. Brother Ernest told me he had a scene by two individuals here, formerly the Cuban assassins. They are no longer to be referred as the Cuban assassins. You understand? From here on out, it's the Cuban choir boys. They are now called
The Cuban choir boys. Look at Dave Brown. That really tickled
They
him.
are now associated with the coalition. It's the Cuban choir boys. From here on out, no longer the Cuban assassins.
Haven't we seen choir boys somewhere? Like Choir Boy 1 and Choir Boy 2? Or was that Ernest's original team?
I know he would greatly appreciate it. This was supposed to be such a joyous occasion today, and I feel real bad for Brother Ernest. I know you have some sorrow in your heart, too,
Yes,
Brother
I
Russell.
certainly am disturbed by
AIDS.
And you don't believe those silly rumors about him suffering from AIDS, right?
No, I won't even discuss
You
it.
know that a body can be gravely ill without suffering from a life-threatening disease, right?
That's right. Okay.
So why don't
Cal.
the disgusting redneck that said that, get your mind out the gutter. Brother Ernest is not suffering from AIDS. The man is deeply sick.
We've got more action. I'm sorry to have to cut it off, but we do, and we will.
It
see
could
you
be
in just a
too
moment.
that like he just didn't play ball. You know, there were a lot of guys who were who had the talent to go, but weren't willing to. And when I say that, I don't really mean it like they made a bad choice, but just that like they didn't want to play Vince's game. You know what I mean? What's up, Luna?
But we're just about on May the 9th, and that's going to be the big day when Kurt Hennig comes in to defend his title against Lawler. And Jerry has said already that he either wins it or he's going to be retiring and hang it up. So the heavyweight champion Kurt Hennig had some comments to make. We have them for you right now. I realize that if you do not win this
They're really
match,
getting their
if you do
money's
not win
worth
the
out of
title
this
from me, that you will retire from professional
mall
wrestling.
photo shoot.
Well, Jerry Lawler, I want to tell you this. You're looking at a man who stands tall as the only heavyweight champion in the world, not a company champion. Not like Ric Flair, who only wrestles for the NWA. Not like the Macho Man Randy Savage, who only wrestles for the WWF. But a man who stands as the heavyweight champion of the world by himself. A man who wrestles in Seattle, Washington for Don
Mr.
Owens,
Perfect.
in
Uh-oh.
Japan for Giant Baba.
Don't let Lee hear that.
And Jerry Lawler, I have dates in Great Britain, and I have them all over the world. And I plan on going there as the heavyweight champion of the world. And I know, Jerry Lawler, this means more to you than anything else in the world.
Yeah, he's a shoot interview legend. Remember his old show on High Spots, Brick House Brown show or whatever?
The time has come for you to step aside and let the new boss stand at the top of the hill all by himself. And no doubt in anybody's mind that I am the only heavyweight champion of the world. Jerry Lawler, you bring all your fan club down and make sure everybody's there. Because the Mid-South Coliseum on May the 9th will be a going-away party for you. Well, of course, that's one man's opinion. I wouldn't expect him to have any other ideas about it. But one of the significant things that wasn't mentioned by Kurt Hennig at that particular time is the fact of the referee. Now, Stanley Blackburn has decided the fans are going to make the selection, and he asked Kurt Hennig to nominate somebody, a totally unbiased person. His father, he nominated to referee the match. And the King came back, of course, with the fabulous one, Jackie Fargo.
Yeah, that's true, Lance. And the voting is still going on. The phone lines are open each weekend. They're open all day today. They'll be open all day tomorrow. And, you know, I told everybody last week that Kurt Hennig and apparently either his fans or
today is a nice day today.
Telephone brigade going. But the voting is very, very close. And a lot of people have expressed surprise.
I've only been up
They
for
thought that Jackie Fargo would
a
just
couple
kind of walk away
hours,
with the
but
voting. But it's kind of on the contrary, as a matter of fact, because Larry the Axe Hennig is... it's hard for me to say that Larry the Axe Hennig is leading because it's all I can say is that there have been more phone calls for Kurt Hennig's side of the voting than there have for Jackie.
Well,
even though there have been a lot, and I want to
doesn't that mean then that he's winning? Why is he resistant to saying it?
Next weekend to vote also.
He doesn't. He just doesn't want to give him like the satisfaction.
It goes without saying that with Larry the Axe Hennig in there as a referee, I got two chances, Slim and none, and Slim's already gone to Texas on that one. So what I'm hoping is that we can get a lot of calls for Jackie Fargo. I talked to Jackie. You know, one other thing that I want to get clear here is the fact that when they asked me about a referee who I would prefer, Jackie Fargo was the first one to come to mind. But by the same token, I want everybody to understand, and I talked to Jackie on the phone the other day, that should Jackie win the voting, which I pray will happen, and he is the referee, what I want from Jackie is just a fair shake, because I certainly, you know, if I wouldn't want a situation where Jackie comes in here and is trying to help me win the title. You know, but obviously that's what's going to happen if you get Larry the Axe Henning in there. But, you know, I wouldn't want to have the World Heavyweight Championship around my waist and have people around the country going, well, yeah, Jackie Fargo won that belt for him because he was the referee. I've told that to Jackie. He understands that. And should he be the referee, one thing that I can be assured of is that there won't be any funny business, there won't be any outside interference, and that the match will be called right down the line.
Jackie Fargo, yeah, he was like
if I can win it and be the World Heavyweight
Jerry
champion,
Lawler's
it'll be the greatest
mentor,
day of my
kind
life.
of, right?
If I don't win it, then I'll know at least that Kurt Hennig was the better man, and I had my one big perfect shot at it, and I can be satisfied with that.
He refused to mow Cornette's lawn.
Hard. You know, I've had a lot of matches where, for one reason or other, I was this close to winning, but didn't do it. But with Jackie Fargo as the referee, if I can't win the title then like I said, I can live with that and I can be satisfied. But hopefully we can get Jackie in as the referee, because if not, I can forget it.
Jerry, if Larry Hennig happens to win it, and
We probably won't even see him, Sammy. That match has happening in Evansville.
Exactly right. Can we show those telephone numbers?
I think.
Let me be sure that everybody has. And we'll show both phone numbers. We're not going to be that way about it. The voting goes on the weekends. That is Saturday
Jerry
and
Weiss.
Sunday
I thought it said
through
Jerry
May
Rice
8th.
at first.
So whatever part of
I was
the
like, is
country
this a
that you're in,
repeat
it
of the
will go
Emmett
through
Smith
May
thing?
the 8th will be the final day for voting on it. And to vote for Jackie Fargo, the number is 1-900-400-9601.
Jerry Rice might appear on next week's show.
And if you want to vote for Larry Hennig for the referee in the match, it'll be 1-900-400-9602. The telephone company will charge $1 for each one of the calls. And please, children, ask your parents before you go in there and jump on the telephone and start making a lot of calls. If you're calling for Jackie Fargo, Jerry would love it, but he still doesn't want to encourage you to do that.
Exactly right, Lance. Monday
Yeah,
night,
the Fargo
is going to be
strut.
a very, very big night, one way or the other.
I'm not
There's gonna
paying
be
$1.
A lot of celebrities involved. There are going to be a lot of people in here.
Well, I was
bringing in a lot of
drinking
wrestling talent.
Tahitian
It should be a
Treat.
big, big night. I'm looking forward to it.
But now I'm just back to
naturally
my regular
with mixed emotions, you know, because
citrus
I
drop.
realize that the voting is still up in the air. So if Jackie Fargo comes out as a referee with your people help,
They're not getting my
it should be a
hard-earned
great, great
dollar.
night. One of the things that I'm going to do, Lance, we're going to make this a special night also for the fans, as a matter of fact. They're going to be a special souvenir program that night. They're also
Yeah,
putting
Flair
together
lifted a
big
lot
color
from
poster that they're going to give away to all of the fans that attend.
Jackie Fargo,
I'm
and
gonna take on this
I
special
think
night,
he
Lance, because,
took quite a few things from
we want it special
Valentine.
for the fans. I'm going to have my crown there that night. I'm going to bring my crown out, and somebody
Insure.
who got the lucky number of the program, we're going to give away my crown. Before the match, who
that's dynamite.
to some fan there that night is.
Ooh, a
it's gonna be
fan's going to
real,
get the
real big night.
crown.
I'm just hoping at the end of the night.
I hope it's not
can
the one he
replace that
wore
crown
to
with the
Monday
World
Night
Heavyweight
Raw the first
Championship.
time.
All right. We'll be looking forward to that. Good luck to you, Jerry. Thanks. Yeah, the numbers again are 1-900-400-9601 for Fargo, 9602 for Larry Hennig. Okay, we're going to take time out. We've still got a six-man tag match coming up. We'll be back in a moment. Coming up Wednesday night, Evansville, Indiana, at the Coliseum, Son of a Gun. It is going to be a renegade.
You watch Bruiser Brody, Dark Side of the Ring,
That
nice.
always adds a little extra zing to it. All the winners, whether it's a single match or a tag team match, will be getting points toward the.
I watched the Eddie Gilbert one not too long ago.
Payoff on the Renegade Rampage. What a night it's going to be. We're going to have the Southern Tag Team title by Ron and Don Bruise, Ron and Don Harris, the Bruise brothers, defending against the Cuban Assassins with Brother Ernest. And we'll be looking at Jeff Jarrett going against Robert Fuller. I think you know by now that Jeff Jarrett intervened in a match with Robert Fuller and busted a trash can right over his head. And friend, Fuller didn't take too kindly to that. It is going to be some kind of a scrap, that single match. A World Tag Team title defense with Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, defending against the young team of Scott Steiner and Tom Brandy. What a dandy that'll
That's such
be.
an interesting
Bass and
match.
Travis, Starr and Young, plenty of action Wednesday night in Evansville.
Yeah, we don't get to see any of that shit unless it's recapped like at a later episode.
You'll be making the official introductions. Here's their opposite competition, and how about it, Dave?
Here come the Cuban choir boys.
Man, tag team action introducing on one side of the ring at a total of 600.
You were devastated.
From Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Eric and his partners, the Cuban.
You couldn't believe the what happened.
Cuba. Going against him at a total weight of 681 pounds. Out of Detroit, Michigan, Scott Steiner. And back in the area from Tampa, Florida, Mark Starr, and from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett.
Tony Atlas had to be in that one, right?
Man, tag team action. Jeff Jarrett starts against Cuban assassin number 2.
Okay, doke. And I would make the comment, Mark Starr, we're delighted to see him back in the area. His hair is less blonde and a different hairstyle, too, Dave, than the last time we saw Mark. But you can't change that athletic physique that he has. And I'll tell you one thing, this guy has such potential. He's got good height, and he is just a good all-around athlete. Mark Starr, good to have him back in CWA territory again. Cuban assassin number 2 in the ring with Jeff Jarrett.
What's so great about having Mark Starr? I thought they did one about China.
Hard to manipulate around that ring. Keith Eric, just a notorious all-around bad guy type. I will say this for Keith, that guy has faced them all, Dave.
Did you ever see her movies, Luna?
He has faced all the top guys around.
He has indeed. He hasn't backed up from many of them. He hasn't beaten many of them, but he hasn't backed up from them either. By the way, Brickhouse Brown is...
Too bad she didn't make it to the WWE studio days whenever they were putting like The Miz and John Morrison and... who else was in some of those? I think Randy Orton made one. Ted DiBiase Jr. made one.
Going against that big Cuban assassin. To the corner, the tag on Scott Steiner. Scott, well, you talk about a physique.
I think they put Summer Rae into... Is that her name? Summer Rae? Summer Rain? Something like that?
You'll find in most towns. Man, oh man, oh man. Big, strong kid from Detroit, Michigan. Here comes...
Like, how many movies are in the Marine series with John Cena?
Somehow it doesn't seem to go
Yeah, Stone Cold made a lot. He made a lot for
No, they're not choir boys.
Lionsgate, too.
They are assassins, that's it, that's for a fact. But right now, it's Scott Steiner who dropped the elbow, put him down, and...
He might only be, like, in the first few.
Now Jeff Jarrett teaming up with...
Go through the WWE Studios catalog. I think I've reviewed quite a few of them. I could be wrong, though.
But here's Keith Eric to break it up. As he didn't even get close to a 1 count. Eric was right on top of the situation.
Jeff had to break the cover before it was actually made because he saw Keith Eric coming in fast and he wasn't far away from him. So Jeff wisely broke away to keep Eric from nailing him from behind. 2.5 minutes gone. We are in the first fall of action of an expiration of time match here. Anytime you got 6-man action, we look for big action.
Yeah, boy, and particularly with these two teams. They are well balanced.
Well, maybe not.
You know, a lot of the folks may...
Yeah, it looks like I've just reviewed, like, some of the DVD sets. Like,
but on the other side of the ring, you've got a lot
the McMahon documentary, XFL documentary, and then, like, all the animated crossovers. Yeah, what was that called? Oculus or something like that? Oh, Knucklehead's the fucking worst. Oh my god. That's the one thing that keeps me from not wanting to do it. Yes, The Chaperone, one of the worst DVD covers of all time. Edge was in Haven. Yeah, Triple H was in, it's not a WWE Studios, but he was in one of the Blade movies too, I think.
From the Tampa, Florida young man, and he goes over and tags Jeff Jarrett. Double whip. Keith Eric in, double back.
Shaven Haven. Oh man, did you ever see her videos, Daninsky? Wow.
Only for a brief half. Jeff Jarrett with an arm drag takes him over.
Yeah, was it Blade 3? Then The Miz made like he's in a Christmas movie of some kind. I think Paige is in the Christmas movie too.
And he was still able to take control of the match again and have the upper hand. Now, of course, Jeff
yeah, Fighting with My Family. I definitely reviewed that one, I think. I saw that at the theater.
Jeff Jarrett using that athletic ability to the utmost. He's in great condition, was gifted with great natural athletic talent, and boy, he uses those two things to his advantage to the
Oh, it's the black Billy Jack Haynes, Keith Eric. There was one with Larry the Cable Guy. Oh my God. Why wouldn't you want to Google Page movies? Though the Page videos are, I mean, they're pretty epic. Great content.
Cuban assassin number 1 in now. Face lock, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff caught right in the middle of the ring. He's a long way from the tag. He's trying to make his way over closer to the corner.
Here with the Cuban choir boys.
A little bit more and he'll be able to tag one of them.
Oh, hey, Daninsky. I don't know if you know or not, but speaking of Rock and Roll Express, High Spots, no, not High Spots, Kayfabe Commentaries put up there's like one that's like a mega mix of this mixed in with 2 other ones, but there's the timeline with just the Rock and Roll Express, and it's the one where Ricky Morton asks him like 500,000 times if he can understand him, or he's like, "Oh, do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying?" And he does it like after every question. That's one of the all-time best shoot interviews.
Jeff moves the assassin back, reaches for the corner, but Jeff off his feet too. The assassin makes the tag on Cuban assassin number 2. Brickhouse Brown said go in and finish him off.
Number 2 with a front face lock on Jeff, and he is stout enough. Look at those arms on that guy. He is stout enough to manhandling.
Stout enough.
About that. Jeff, though, using leverage.
Yeah, Terry Funk in Roadhouse.
He gets to a neutral corner, pounds with a right.
Consider it severance pay.
Battling his way out of the trouble from the stocky Cuban. Jeff misses with the elbow. Cuban got out of there, and Jeff's got good speed, so you know how quick the Cuban was to get out of there. Tag on his partner. In comes the assassin number 1. He goes with a front face lock on Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett trying to kneel his way over to get to the corner where he...
I definitely reviewed Over the Top. I reviewed that one pretty recently, I think, as part of my one of my Canon mini runs.
Eric with a big forearm across the back. Jeff picks him up. Body slam Derek. Gonna drop down, another mistake by Jeff.
Keith was out of the way, and Jeff hit the bat, so Eric takes over. Puts Jeff across the ring, really put him down.
It is a great thing. He's like, he keeps burying Dusty too. He's like, he did everything he could to kill us off. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The guy's like, he tried to kill off the Rock and Roll. Well, do you hear me? Yeah, that's what I said. You understand? He was standing with us. You hear me? Wearing the bandanas, you understand? And then he went to the Road Warriors. He put the paint on, you understand? And he got over, but we said no. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right down to the deck, but Jeff kicks out on him quickly. Shoots a right hand to the midsection and another. He needs to go to the corner.
My favorite territory to go back and watch. I'm really liking Memphis, but Mid-South is probably my favorite one to revisit. I would really like to go back and watch Smoky Mountain though again. How you doing, Brains? 3506. Mr. Nanny? No, that was the other guy. Or was it? No, that was Mr. Mom. Mr. Nanny, Suburban Commando, Over the Top. Not Over the Top. The fuck was the one called? The original one was Zeus.
In the ring badly, and he did. Mark Starr in there against Eric. Starr had good success against Eric earlier in the match. He's got a cover. He's got a count of 1.5.
Bonesaw.
Got Steiner back in. Steiner grabs Eric coming off the rope. Power slams him right in the center of the ring. Counts at 2. Only a 2 count.
And then Robert Gibson just chimes in like every great once in a while. But Ricky Morton is like 99% of that shoot interview.
He relaxed enough that Eric was able to get the shoulder up. Here's another cover. Counts at 2. This time he got it.
Yeah, no holds barred.
10 seconds of great 6-man tag team action here. The team of Jeff Jarrett, Scott Steiner and Mark Starr gets the victory in the fall.
Yes, sir. And what a good victory it was.
Santa with Muscles. I know I reviewed that one too, because I remember they sent me a DVD for
And it
that.
proved that way. An 8-minute victory in the first ball of action going to the team of Mark Starr, Jeff Jarrett, and Scott Steiner. Okay, we want to share with you, before we take a break, Renegade Trivia Time.
Oh, Renegade
Trivia Time.
Trivia
People
Time.
are always interested in. You ask them a question, and people...
Okay, here's one.
Sure.
How about an action movie starring Kane and Dolph Ziggler, Countdown, from 2016? It looks like Armed Response with Wesley Snipes has somebody in it. Let's see. Seth Rollins. The cast has Wesley Snipes, Anne Heche, and WWE superstar Seth Rollins. My review is very quick to note that there is no nudity in the film.
Well, we have a winner from previous...
Thunder Lips or Blubber
The
Lips?
question was, what was the team that Bill Dundee and Jerry the King Lawler won the
Countdown.
AWA World
I reviewed
Tag
it, but I
Title
haven't reviewed it like on the channel.
And, the answer
I should
came
probably
back.
rewatch
So we
it
had
because
a
I
lot
don't
of
remember it
answers,
very
and
well.
one of them is drawn of only the correct
Money
answers.
Plane,
Young
yes.
Summers
Money
and
Plane
Sold Out
legit was a
Houston.
crazy
That
movie.
was a correct answer on that one. And
I'll
the
sign off on
winner
Money Plane.
is Angel Walker from Sisney, Illinois. Is that what you would say?
I guess that's correct.
Yeah.
Sisney, Illinois.
Yes. C-I-S-N-E. That's it. Sisney, Illinois. And the winner again is Angel Walker. Congratulations, Angel. You'll be receiving your prizes. Complete set of mugs from the Renegade people, T-shirts, all kind of things like that. But more important than that, it qualifies you.
Money
to be
Plane
one
is
of
a
the
goofy
18
movie.
weekly winners that will participate in the Grand Championship, and the winner of that is going to be
Hold on a second.
brought to the scene of the finals for the Renegade Rampage, the richest of the wrestling tournaments that we have ever had, a $250,000 tournament. You'll be brought to the finals in class. You'll be flown there and accommodations, and there will be $500. If nothing else, I think people understand that for a fact.
The cash, that's right.
The cash money
right.
that will be spending money for your visit to the finals for the Renegade Rampage. Okay, congratulations once again, Angel Walker of Sisney, Illinois. And now, the what?
So I got this one. It's an older Lifetime movie, but it's called Making Mr. Right. It's like a reverse. Have you ever seen those stories where it's like they have to take like some gutter snipe chick and turn her into like a respectable, you know, belle of society? It's like a reverse of that. And Dean Cain is like this loser con man that this chick has to like turn into like a proper dude. But it sounds pretty terrible. See if we can get... There's the before and after of Dean Cain.
How about me asking the trivia question? Okay.
You're sleeping on Lifetime
the trivia
movies.
question for this week, and we'll give you the address a little bit later, is this. Both Robert Fuller's father and brother are professional wrestlers.
Ron
What
Fuller
are their
and...
names? Very easy question if you know the answer.
That's true.
And if you know the answer, just simply put it down and send it
Well,
to Renegades
more of
Rampage
like
Trivia.
Pretty Woman isn't exactly the same kind of thing, but like kind of, yeah, culturing and uncultured, you know, fancy pig.
Contest. You must have that on your entry. Renegades
R-Truth.
Rampage Trivia Contest. WMC TV 5, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. Renegades
If I
Rampage
were to
Trivia
do
Contest
to
in
start down that road, I would probably though
just as
focus
quick as
on
you
just the
can,
ones that
and we
are
hope maybe
actually
you're correct.
from
And maybe
WWE Studios.
the weekly winners that'll participate in the grand prize, it's going to be a dandy too. Okay, let's just
Oh man, there's this one. Again, I don't know if it's a WWE one or not, but it's like a prison action drama. Big Show versus Dean Cain. I can't remember what the name of it is though.
Wrestling. Sounds good to me. We got time, and I'm for it.
Yes, Pygmalion, yes, 100%.
Jeff Jarrett, Mark Starr, Scott Steiner won the first fall in a little better than 8 minutes, and now it'll be up to the Cubans and Keith Eric to see if they can get this thing even and have any chance of winning it at all. They are one fall down.
That's not no. See, that's fake news. That's propaganda. They don't say that men are bad. They say that men are stupid and oblivious. But the women, they do not glaze women in Lifetime movies. The women are always either delusional to the point that they ignore every red flag around them, or they are like a complete and total unhinged psychopath. Like there's really no in between on Lifetime. And the husbands are typically like well-meaning, but like just basically just brain dead goons, kind of.
Let's get the losing man in. It was Keith Eric.
Like the wife will go through this crazy ordeal with a like female rival that's stalking her and puts her through hell. And like at the end of the movie, the husband's just like, "Oh, were you?" And you know, the wife would be like, "Oh, I'm glad all that's over. I was feeling stressed." And he'd be like, "Well, stressed about what?" And she's like, "Oh," and just like hand wave him away.
And Eric starts out against Mark Starr.
The way the first fall ends is the way the second one has to
Ben
begin.
Grace fancy pig arc.
Trying to start the fall there, claiming that he had been the man 10. Mark Starr, he and his teammates, Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner, one fall up here against the Cuban Assassins.
Honestly, a lot of Lifetime movies are just slasher movies that don't have any blood or tits in them.
Brown, who's at ringside? He almost got him, didn't he?
Yeah. Sure did. Brickhouse back
It's honestly probably the most popular of my content over time. Like every time, I might not get very many views on a review at first, but like whenever Lifetime re-airs it, the numbers will go up, and then every time they re-air it, it'll collect like passive views. But if you look at my most popular videos, a lot of them are Lifetime reviews.
Jeff Jarrett as Mark Starr wrestles around with Keith Eric. And
with like provocative titles.
Jarrett blocks him, pulls him back toward the corner. He reverses it, gets under very quickly, and drops the elbow right there on the arm of Keith Eric.
Eric is wanting the tag. He just can't get there. Jeff's not going to let him over to the corner. Has him on the mat right in the center of the ring. Count of 2.
I thought we just saw this guy.
Jeff does not have enough of his own body weight to hold that right shoulder down, so he's going to have to work on him some more before he goes for that 3 count. Tag made. Here's Scott Steiner back in.
Detroit native Scott Steiner pushes Eric in, whips him across the room. Whoa! What a drop kick! Man, he caught him right under the tree. This could.
Oh wow! Damn.
This could be it right there. He really caught him in a great drop kick.
I think he might have had him, but the assassin was right there. He was too close to the ropes, and the assassin was able to reach in and grab a handful of hair and stop it.
Well, these 3 episodes today, not the greatest. I do have one more thing after this one ends.
Okay, our time is running out, and we're going to have to be getting out of this.
We're going to have to be getting out of this. Huh?
Okay, our time is running out, and we're going to have to be getting out of this.
Huh?
Corner tag on Cuban Assassin number 1 charges in on Mark Starr. Starr is flipped across the ring.
What was that?
Boy. Man, I gotta tell you. Wow. Mark Starr.
What's with the
rammed him right in the midsection.
I hate these midsection headbutts.
Looks like any choir boy right there.
I like that cell.
And he doesn't sure look like any choir. Faces the other Cuban assassin. And he doesn't sure look like any choir boy right there. Starr whipped across into it. And the Cuban caught him. Man, this guy, he goes at you with a fury, Dave. Up came over in a short suplex.
Yeah, he's definitely still. He's not bad though, especially for Memphis on his promos already.
From the Cuban assassin tags his partner.
Definitely not though where he would eventually get to.
And there's a tag on Jeff Jarrett. Mark able to stretch out. There's where that height paid off. As Jarrett comes in.
Up with a shot for all of them as he came through the ropes there.
Yep, a little revolving door action, and he slams Keith Eric's head right into the top turnbuckle again.
Well, it might make sense, but
And down goes
it's not. I don't
Keith
think
Eric.
it's necessary.
Scott Steiner scoops him up.
Short and
puts him on the
squat.
shoulder, and runs him
It's insane to
hard
me that
down
Scott
into the
Steiner wrestled the Black Billy Jack Haynes
three. That's it.
and got the win. Wow.
So the second fall also goes to the team.
We just
of
got through
Jarrett
2 falls
Steiner
in an
and
expiration of
Starr.
time match.
And that wraps it up because there's not enough time possibly to have, even if there is one more fall, they can't get 2 falls. We'll take time out, Dave, and we'll be back after we check the clock. Get a third fall, and it's academic anyhow, other than just having the action. Because
Well,
2
say
straight
what you want to about
cutouts,
Lifetime
one direction.
and Dean Cain, but look at this checkout list. Like, it's been checked out quite a bit. I mean, a lot of library items don't even get checked out once, like in their whole lifetime. This has got like shit tons of checkouts.
Hey, well, we opened up with good action today as we joined a match with Billy.
Hey, what's
Travis
up, Metal
going against
Boomer
the Blue
Battalion?
Knight. Billy taking control of that
We're
thing
wrapping
and,
up
beating
Memphis,
the
but
Blue
we're gonna
Knight,
watch
rather
a.
easily. The official time of the match.
I got
came
one
in
more
under
thing to
3
watch.
minutes. Tommy and Doug Gilbert came in here. The Gilberts going against Alan Reynolds.
But we do
and
wrestling
Anthony
pretty much like
Cleveland
every
out of
Tuesday and
Arkansas.
Friday
And the
at this
Gilberts
point.
with an impressive win once again. 2
Natural
minutes even the time on that match. Then it was that expiration of time match, the 6-man tag team match that we had been looking forward to, as Lance said during the.
I thought we were
match,
close
very
on time.
well-matched teams as the Cuban
Come on, Dave.
Assassins, Choir Boys, depending on who you want to listen to, and Keith Eric going against the
Most
team
people
of
who
Jeff
like
Jarrett,
Dean
Scott
Cain.
Steiner, and Mark Starr. It was 2.
I don't. Dean Cain is a weird guy for me because I don't really care for him. Yet there's just, I have to see all of his movies. Like, I don't know how to explain it. There's just, if he's in it, it's a pretty good possibility it's going to be like kind of a lower budget B movie. So I just feel like there's a lot of potential for
and Jarrett as Mark Starr.
quality in there.
He got the pin in a little over 8 minutes in the first fall. Second fall
Yep.
of action, Scott
We
Steiner
saw him
won
wrestle
that
in
pin
Dick the
in a little
Bruiser's
over 4
territory, I
minutes.
think, a
But
little
we
bit
had
before
about
this, and he
12
was
and a half
huge
minutes
even
of
then.
some really fun
Rex
championship
Steiner.
wrestling.
It was good. It was good, no question about it. Some other things that happened today. Well, let's see. We had Brother Ernest is sick.
Yes.
AIDS.
We had Gorgeous Gary Young, who has now joined the Gilberts to watch Missy Hyatt's back and make certain that nobody.
Oh, did you see Dave?
by the Gilberts.
Look at Dave's little
Hyatt's
subtle
back.
gesture to the
Yeah,
crowd.
Certain that nobody.
Been adopted by the Gilberts.
Yes,
Great
he
work.
has been adopted by the Gilberts. In addition to that,
Library
we have
circuit
Jeff
action, I know.
Jarrett, who got involved in a situation with Robert Fuller, and needless to say, he has not made a lifelong friend of Robert Fuller.
No, involved garbage can and all of that sort of thing where you pounded.
I don't know. I don't
Fuller
know.
with
I
it,
don't
and
know.
Fuller
I kind of
was
like
mean.
just
Boy, he
train
was
wreck
big. I
shit.
mean, Fuller's about 6'6" and weighs about 250. Something like
He was
that.
in one,
So he's a big son of a gun. And
with Vivica Fox,
Jeff
I
will have to
think,
be
who's
looking out
also
for
a big
that.
Lifetime
Hey, we've enjoyed it. By golly,
person.
we hope maybe if you know the
But it was called like Plane versus Volcano or something. It had something to do with a plane and a volcano, but I can't remember exactly what.
Yes, sir. Even if you want to take a chance on it, you don't have to be absolutely.
You had a
certain
bunch of
you'll get
old
your
wrestlers.
Entry into the trivia contest. You have through May the 8th on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday only, to be voting.
I did
for the
recently, Luna, get a
referee
new
for the
Big Boss
May the
Man
9th
figure.
match with Jerry Lawler and Kurt Hennig. So we hope you will get that vote in if you're so inclined. Right now, we got to get out of here. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
Wow. All right, well, that's all the time we have for Memphis. I do have another wrestling thing, though, to show you. But if you're just here for Memphis, that's the end of Memphis. We'll be back next Friday, but we'll have wrestling Tuesday, too. But before then, we had so much fun watching the last one of these that I found. And I don't know copyright on this, so if it gets shut down, I'll see you next time. But we really had fun watching the last one of these, so I thought we would watch Exposed, Pro Wrestling's Greatest Secrets.
Before we get to the action, let's meet the masked men who will expose wrestling's greatest secrets. The wrestlers' names and appearances have been changed.
Vivica, yeah, I think she's very open for
Here is Brute
jobs.
Force. The All-American Boy. Colossus. Ben Hurt.
Ben Hurt?
Private Pain.
Private Pain.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery, wow.
Slither. And Brash Knuckles.
There's no way getting around it. You watch TV every Monday night, and you can see, oh, they're stomping when they punch. Oh, they're stomping when they kick. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that punches are pulled.
They had to change his voice.
Every wrestling match is filled with explosive action. The violence looks real because the men in the ring employ secret tricks to make it look a lot more dangerous than it really is. The deception starts with 5 basic moves that every wrestler needs to know. Wrestling basic number 1, the body slam.
The body
Most people think when you're body slammed in the ring, it doesn't hurt. Nothing can be further from the truth.
That's because you're lifted 6 feet above the ring and slammed into the mat.
They're
at
killing the
full force.
business.
There's a secret to how it works. First, Private Pain isn't lifting Ben Hurt by himself. They're actually working together to pull off this trick. It's really Ben who's pushing off of Private Pain's thighs to launch himself into the air. See? There's the push-off. But that's not the only secret. Private Pain isn't trying to hurt his opponent. He's actually trying to help him by not slamming him down until his head is safely tucked in. He avoids injury by landing flat on his back and not on his head. Now for basic rule number 2, the punch.
If a 280-pound guy
Lumberjack matches?
A 300-pound guy in the face, he either has no teeth or a broken jaw.
He's right. No one could take a beating like this if the punches were real. So what's the secret?
What's the secret?
Almost all the wrestlers in the ring tend to work light. We touch very light. All the holes are very light. Because we might make it look as believable as possible with as little injury to each other as possible.
Ooh. Just like in a back alley brawl, a closed fist can cause serious damage when it lands on someone's chin. So how do the wrestlers avoid getting hurt? Here's the secret. An open fist.
This guy's voice is so
doesn't
serious.
pack any real punch. Unlike movie stuntmen, wrestlers don't swing and miss. They make light contact so their opponent will know when to react. From this angle, we can see that the punches are so light, they barely touch the wrestler's stomach. But the fans think they're real because they don't know the secrets.
I think everybody's watching different parts of the stream.
On to basic move number 3, the stomp.
I think Metal Boomer Battalion's addressing Missy Hyatt, and then Luna Star's addressing when I asked her about the Page videos, or the maybe the China video.
By making the punching sounds with their feet. And you thought the Lord of the Dance made a lot of noise. Here's basic move number 4, the kick.
The kick. They went to a lot of trouble with this.
A boxer rolling with a punch. The best way for a boxer to protect himself when a guy's hitting him with a punch is to roll with it.
The combination of ballet and brutality. The head kick takes perfect timing. In this case, some acting lessons wouldn't hurt either. Here's the secret. There's no real strength behind the kick because there is no kick. The All-American boy simply holds his foot up, and brute force runs into it. The foot does make contact, but not where you think. Brute force's hand, not head, takes the force of the blow, while his arm secretly guides the foot to its target. When he snaps his head back,
I know, it's so
just the right
serious.
moment, the kick looks real.
What's up, Dave's channel?
Finally, basic move number 5, the headbutt.
Headbutts are awesome if you know how to do them.
Headbutts are awesome.
Or my hand. Sometimes I might not even come close.
The headbutt appears to be a savage and unmerciful act in which heads collide with raw energy. Of course, that would cause an instant concussion if the wrestlers really smashed heads, but they don't. The secret?
What's the
With
secret?
His hand on the All-American boy's head, brute force drives his forehead.
You probably
into
think
his
this is
own
a real
thumb,
kick.
pulling sharply away just as he connects. Now that you know the secrets behind these 5 basic moves, you'll never look at wrestling the same
Turkey
way
and cheese
again.
sub.
So what makes these moves look so believable when you watch a match? Wrestlers call it the sell.
If I'm laying somebody beaten, and if they don't know how to
Luna's
sell
making
what I'm doing to
pizza
them, it's not
and
gonna look real. It's not
mozzarella
gonna look
sticks.
good.
These hits and kicks would look as phony as they really are if the victim didn't follow through with a good sell job. It's one of the secret ingredients that makes
Good
wrestling
sell
look so
job.
real.
When you receive a punch, you have to sell that punch. Your job is to sell, to grimace, to make the hold look painful, even though there's
Who are
absolutely
anybody
no person
recognize
who
any of
can
these
fight you
people?
whatsoever. You can lose every match in the world. If you know how to sell, you can become a superhero because people will love you.
If the wrestlers didn't grunt and groan or kick and scream in pain, this would look downright hokey.
I'm gonna see who's all. I'm gonna see if I can find out who's in this. Yeah, now that you know it's not real, try it at home.
By selling
Probably not the best
agony to the
sales
crowd,
tag.
The fake fight looks vicious. But we know that the wrestlers aren't really
Oh, okay,
hurting
here we
each
go.
other.
So Harley Race is in this. Anthony Durante, that's one of the pit bulls, right? Michael Modest, Gary Wolf, the other pit bull. Nick Bakay's the narrator, which is who it sounded like. I don't see anybody else here that I really recognize offhand. Somebody called Max Justice, but I don't know who that is.
Looks like the All-American boy is acting more like the All-American baby. This poke in the...
Are you talking about the kick that's on camera that everybody gets mad about? I don't think he kicked her. I think it looks like he kicked the chair to me. But yeah, I think it was 100% a work. It just, they underestimated how people would react to it.
Is pretty convincing. But let's take a closer look at what's really going on. Here, the thumb never comes close to the eye. But the fans buy it because of the sell. Here's the classic rake across the ropes. From the front, it looks like sheer torture. But from this angle, you can see that the wrestler's eye isn't even touching the rope. His fingers are protecting his face. All that screaming makes it believable. He continues the sell throughout this hold. It's called the arm bar. That's gotta hurt. Well, not really. Here's how it looks without the theatrics. Now see how convincing it looks when he sells it. That's showbiz.
While the people are there watching the match, they want to believe.
And they do believe, thanks to sell jobs like these.
Thanks to sell jobs like these.
Man who decides who
Oh, there
wins
he was
and
right
who
there.
loses every wrestling match.
Your main job is putting two people together that'll draw money.
Plus, the biggest secrets aren't on top of the ring, they're underneath it.
No, I'm not a big clam chowder person.
And how do wrestlers fly out of the ring, bash into their opponents?
One of the few things from New England that I don't care
Find out how
for.
it's done when we expose more of wrestling's greatest secrets. But first, here's one of pro wrestling's fabulous fakes, the suplex.
Fabulous fakes.
The skullduggery flips Slither upright. Shoulder to shoulder, he takes him down for a spine-crunching fall. It looks painful, but it's really not.
The secret of that is I'm cradling his neck in the crook of my elbow, and that way he does not make contact, so his neck is not injured.
Here you can see Slither's neck being supported
Wow.
by Skullduggery's elbow. Here you can see Slither's
What a
neck
dick
being
flex.
supported by Skullduggery's elbow. When the wrestlers drop to the ground, Slither secretly uses his opponent's arm to cushion his fall. All it takes is a little teamwork and a lot of salesmanship. We'll be back with more of wrestling's greatest secrets.
Boy, man, he was really getting familiar
By
with him
now,
there.
It's no secret that the action in the ring is less than real. What you don't know is that behind all this mayhem, there's a puppet master.
Screw ATF, what did he do?
Wins and who loses.
Even the
Who's gonna be
referees
the hero?
under a
Who's gonna
mask.
be the villain? The man who orchestrates this big scam is called the Booker.
As a booker, your main job is putting two people together that'll draw money.
Oh.
Backstage, before the match, the Booker concocts a secret plan. One wrestler's cast as the hero, or baby, while the other plays the role of the villain, better known as the heel.
The baby.
Face is a superhero. He's a good guy. He don't cheat.
All-American
He is
boy.
clean cut. He goes by the rules.
He represents everything that's good. The heel is just the opposite.
Make sure you secure the crotch.
Which is
He had it secured, there's no doubt about that.
the thugs, you know, the bad guys.
As the crowd enters the arena, the Booker is in the lobby, passing out specially made signs. On TV, this creates the illusion that the fans are really pumped up for the match.
Known as the
You
baby.
didn't think they really brought all those signs from home, did you?
Calling the match involves getting into the ring with the person and talking to them and calling the spots or what wrestling holds or moves you're going to do next.
In the ring, the wrestlers do the Booker's bidding. If he tells the good guy to lose, he loses.
This is honestly kind of like Queen of the Ring, if any of you guys have seen that movie about like the old-timey wrestling circuit. Like they just drip feed all of these insider terms to people as the movie plays out. But it has like a similar tone. It's like, hey, who's that fella in the ring? Oh, that's the good guy. They call him baby faces.
As it is up to him.
What about the other
his
fella?
partner.
He's the bad guy. He's the heel.
The misconception is that the entire match is scripted, with every move perfectly
Yeah, the fans are all
But how could two
holograms.
lugs remember all those intricate moves?
Deep fake.
They don't have to, because they're secretly talking to each other throughout the entire match.
The most common way to talk to the person, for example, is to take them down. My opponent would be on his butt. I'd have him at back chin lock, and I would be talking to him from there.
I don't know if
And
they
he'd
are or
be
not.
telling him exactly what's coming next. With all the noise in
They
the
should have
arena,
made it
the
really
fans
high,
can't
like
hear their
he was on
secret
helium.
conversation. They have no idea
Booker's
what's
job
going on.
is to put two fellas together that can draw some money.
Why don't we turn on the wrestlers' hidden body mics and listen in?
I got him now, baby. Oh, two elbows. I got him, baby. You're mine. You're mine, tackle. You're mine. You're going out. Check him, ref. You better check him. Tuck the elbow. Check him, ref. Sons of flip. Check him. He's mine. He's mine.
It all goes according to plan because the wrestlers are telling each other what to do. First, the two elbows. There's one and the second. Now the tackle. Right on cue. Then he ducks the elbow and follows up with the ever-popular sunset flip.
Wow.
Did you hear brute force call for a clothesline? The All-American boy sure did, and he was ready for it. But The audience couldn't hear the covert conversation, and that's what completes this illusion.
Hey, yeah, you're mine, two elbows. Hey, buddy, check him out, ref. Drop, duck the elbow.
See, even though they're staring at it during the entire match. It's not the wrestlers, it's the ring.
The true scam artist of wrestling,
Looks like
the
wrestlers
ring.
are bashing their heads into solid steel turnbuckles with solid floor, but it's all just an illusion.
Turnbuckle covers are called corner pillows, and they don't hurt that much.
Why? 4 inches of foam rubber padding, softer than an orthopedic pillow.
Oh my God, softer than an orthopedic pillow.
A wrestling ring is different from a boxing ring. A boxing ring has a very hard mat. A wrestling ring needs, in most cases, a little bit of give.
But how is it possible? A peek under the canvas reveals the secret. Several layers of thick padding. The same kind used to break the falls of Hollywood stuntmen.
Oh,
Some
come
rings
no,
have
come
spring
on.
metal that absorbs some of the shock, but not all of it.
Hidden beneath the ring is a giant spring that cushions the wrestlers' falls and gives them some real bounce. But lurking below is a bigger, more deceptive secret. A microphone that sends those crashes and bangs through the arena's speaker system, amplifying them 100 times over.
You had rice for lunch?
For the enhanced sound. Make a body slam or a backdrop or anything sound a lot worse than it actually is.
Ooh, better call a chiropractor. Now let's turn the hidden microphone off. Not nearly as impressive, is it?
Huh?
Next up, looks like the villain's just taken out one of the fans. But don't worry, it's all just part of the act.
That's
Then
Harley
later,
Race
we'll
with a
reveal the
wig on.
secrets behind the backbreaker, the leg drop, the pile driver. Plus, is all that blood real or fake?
Oh,
We'll
no.
expose the shocking secrets. But first,
Was that
another
Mox?
of wrestling's fabulous fakes, the splash. In this gag, Colossus works over Private Pain and softens him up for the kill. Then he bounces off the ropes, and down he comes with the splash.
I think Private Pain is Mike Modest.
How come Private Pain doesn't experience a pain in his privates? No need to call 911. Here are the secrets. Colossus sends a warning to Private Pain so he can get into a safe position. There's the signal. That kick to the arm means tuck it in so it doesn't get broken. And now, the splash. Watch how Private Pain lifts his head up off the mat to absorb the shock. This also gives the illusion that he's had the life squashed out of him.
He's
Colossus
taking it on
simply
the
lands
bulk of it on his
arms and
knees, I would think.
Wrestling fans have been tricked again.
Private Pain.
Of course the ref is in on it. He knows exactly what goes on in that ring and when it will take place and when it will happen.
The referee begins every match with a search for
Luna's like, I
objects.
followed your YouTube channel,
Of course,
and
the ref
F1 says,
never
I don't make
finds anything,
content, and
but
Luna
he
says,
should
thank
be.
you.
He's in on the scam.
Guys, go back to your corners.
The real purpose of the shakedown is to give the
Oh,
ref time to
you
pass
thought
on
this
last
Pearl
minute
Harbor job
instructions
was real.
from Booker to his
Fool.
wrestlers.
That's
Let's
foolishness.
turn on our secret microphone. Hear it from the ref himself.
We're gonna need a couple extra minutes in the main event, okay? So we need you to jumpstart the crowd a little bit, jump the guy at the bell. We need a couple extra minutes for the main event here. He's gonna jump you at the bell, okay?
Guys, go back to your corners.
Guys, we need a couple extra minutes on the main
Every bit
event.
as important as the two wrestlers are. But the more you're aware of him, the poorer he's doing his job.
When wrestlers can't communicate directly with each other, the ref acts as the messenger. This is known as passing a move. Listen as the ref relays the secret information.
Hey, come on. Let your man out of the corner. Open that. Let the man out of the corner. Come on. Let the man out of the corner. How you doing, buddy? Move.
Ken Shamrock, remember his great cues to Ryan
The
Shamrock?
role of the referee, he
Slap
is supposed
me.
to be about 5 seconds behind everybody else in the building. And that is everybody from the popcorn vendor to the guy taking tickets can see what's going on, but the referee just somehow misses it every time.
Instead of being a policeman in the ring, the ref is just one more con man.
Just
One of
another
his cheats
con
is
man.
called the blind eye, where he conveniently overlooks an illegal move in order to stir up the fans. In this tag team match, the ref purposely turns away just as the tag is being made between the good guys. The ref appears to be reprimanding the villain for climbing into the ring, but he's really just waiting for the signal to turn back around. There's the signal. When the ref sees both good guys in the ring, he tries
This one
to
has
kick
a lot
one of
higher
them out.
production values, but loses
This
some of
leaves
the
villains
charm of the
free to
last
beat
one,
the
I think.
daylights out of his partner. They're all
The
in
long
on it
lost
together.
Hebner brother,
When fans
Carl
see the
Hebner.
good guy being pummeled behind the ref's back, they become enraged.
The crowd then, because they've seen this, they get mad at the referee. They're mad at the heel wrestler because this great injustice has happened, and there's nothing they can do about it, just like real life.
The ref also serves another
Wow,
underhanded
black-pilled.
purpose. He paces the action in the ring, making sure the fans' blood pressure rises to a boiling point at just the right moment. Of course, there's a trick to how he does it. The ref is secretly given directions by the ringside announcer,
Zorro?
who is constantly monitoring the excitement level of the fans.
Is that Jimmy Jack Funk?
If the crowd is hot, a discreet two-finger signal tells the ref to let the action continue for 10 more minutes. But if the crowd is losing interest, he puts up one finger.
What does anybody know what they charged him with?
And when
I
he
watched
sees the
Hannibal's
announcer's
stream, but I didn't pay
pen,
attention.
The ref knows it's time to bring down the curtain. Bring it home, boys. Within seconds, the match is over.
Let's go home.
And the third man in the ring has successfully carried out his secret mission.
Con man.
Heat is basically anything that gets the crowd to erupt. You know, a heel, he's getting heat. Obviously, it's boos and hisses. When the babyface is getting heat, it's cheers and applause.
Heat. What's the secret?
I'm there to entertain fans, and I entertain the fans by making them hate me and love the baby.
One of the best
Love
ways
the
for a
baby.
wrestler to make sure the fans will cheer the hero and boo the villain is to use the microphone to provoke the crowd. They call this cheap heat because it's an easy way to get the fans riled up.
To be honest, to have thousands of people booing
Oh my
and
God,
cheering
can
to
you
see
imagine?
It's a lot of fun because you've done your job well.
Another surefire trick to generate heat is by brawling, climbing out of the ring and taking the action up close and personal.
A lot of wrestlers brawl. That's their way of exciting the crowd, and it does get them on their feet. A lot of people like to see brawling. It's violent.
Wrestlers slap each other's bodies with their forearms to make the fight sound real.
Wrestlers slap each other's bodies
Now they've
to
got
delight the
in
crowd.
the palms of their sweaty hands. But there are other ways to stir up the fans, like enlisting the help of the wrestler's girlfriend.
If she sees me in trouble, I mean, she'll grab the guy's foot. I then kick him in the back, throw him out of the ring. Then I will grab the referee, and I'll say, yo, what is your problem? Why don't you leave me alone? In the meantime, I'm
What's your
chit-chatting.
problem, ref? Why
My
can't you just
girl
leave me
is
alone?
laying that man a beating outside, which is helping me.
Ooh.
And once I notice she's done doing her job, I'll tell me turn around. See her standing there in the corner.
Turn around.
Not doing anything.
And wrestling is not what it appears to be. In that sense, we're exactly like Hollywood or the movies because everything you see
He's
is a
always
total
doing like weird shit like, let me know in the comments if you think I could have made it if I hadn't gotten infected by Abdullah the Butcher. Let me know. And somebody kept bringing up him stabbing people in the stream last night, and he was like coming up with some big cope for it. That was agreed upon by the promoters before the match.
From the moment the wrestlers enter the arena, their plan is to work the crowd. The villain's job is to act as despicable as he can. He wants the crowd to really hate him. There's no better way to turn up the heat than the old autograph bit. It's a piece of business that makes the fans despise the villain for tearing up a little kid's autograph book.
But the truth?
Sure enough,
the kid's just another con man.
The autograph book routine is one of the oldest routines in wrestling.
And guess what? This kid is secretly part of the con. He's a shill who's been planted there by the booker.
This
When the
child
hero
is a
grabs the
shill.
autograph book and tears it in half, the kid does his best to act stunned and upset. But it's really just part of the hustle.
You're working them. You're taking their emotions on a roller coaster ride. You can make them happy. You can make them sad. You can make them angry. And what you're doing is you're
Hannibal's also maybe the worst interview, the only interviewer worse than Feinstein.
What about the boy? He gets pizza and a ride home. Because here's the other secret. He's usually one of the wrestlers.
Don't worry, man. We're going to send your son with Colossus to grab some dinner, and then he'll drop him off.
A character planted in the audience that you'd
An
never
elaborate
expect to be
costume.
on the payroll. And when she plays her big scene, she creates more heat than you could ever imagine. Can you pick out the plant? It couldn't be this sweet old lady.
Oh my God.
How's that for
Oh, Larry
pile-driving,
Zbyszko's
Miss
hot.
Daisy?
He's yelling his ass off.
My best way to generate heat from the audience is just my arrogance walking down to the ring. I think there's a little part of acting to it.
Now here's the secret. She's a stunt granny. And every night she puts on her pads and takes a fall. The two guys behind her are also plants who keep her from getting hurt. But does Granny really hate the wrestlers? Hardly. Still to come. One of these props
She's
is not
just
a fake.
another
Can you
con
spot
man.
The one that's real. Is it the
The
trophy to
Conway
skull?
con man.
The salt in the eyes? Or is it the folding chair across the back? Plus, it looks like this wrestler's getting pile-drived into the mat, but he doesn't feel a thing. How do they do it? But first, another of wrestling's fabulous fakes. The backdrop. Watch as Colossus lifts Slither high into the air and slams him into the mat.
Slither.
But you don't see Slither struggling to get free, do you? That's because there's a secret to how it's done.
My
Actually,
God.
the higher up he is, the more time Slither has to prepare for a safe landing. How he lands is critical. It determines whether he rides home in a stretched limo or stretched out in an ambulance.
Oh, how
To
dramatic.
achieve maximum height, Slither pushes off Colossus's shoulders and vaults himself into the air. He then extends his arms, creating as much surface area as possible to cushion the fall. The impact is absorbed by his feet and shoulders, and not by his spine. Stay tuned for more secrets.
Smelling salts in the shorts.
You can bet if you see someone with a trophy or a chair, you just know there's gonna be some trouble.
Man, when you see somebody with a chair,
No
you know there's
Hollywood
gonna be
movie
trouble.
set would be complete without its elaborate props. And no wrestling ring would be complete without them either.
That's it! That's it! He's doing! He freaked out!
When a wrestler's pretty girlfriend brings a trophy into the ring, you just know it's gonna be smashed over someone's head. But taking a solid metal trophy to the skull night after night is a risk even these
Night
macho
after
men
night?
aren't willing to take. Here's the secret. A prop trophy that's cut in half, then glued back together is guaranteed to break on cue. Each and every time. One of the oldest
Each
tricks
and
in the book
every
is the
time.
salt in the eyes routine, where a wrestler throws a handful of salt into the face of his opponent. Aside from the danger posed by throwing real salt into someone's eyes, it's hard to see. So what's the secret?
Salt is not actually salt. It usually be weightlifter's chalk or talcum powder or baby powder because it makes the cloud.
Whatever her name is, I didn't recognize it in the cast
But there's
list.
still more props in the wrestler's bag of tricks.
Those chairs aren't fake. I mean, you get hit with it, you get hit.
So how does a wrestler take a solid
Who's
steel
that guy?
chair to the head and live to tell about it?
Hey, what's up,
There's a secret
Kenta
to that,
Krastovsky?
too.
The chair is absolutely positively real. When someone takes a chair shot.
Nah, don't bring up Jake Roberts and his guitar
It makes
shot.
a lot of noise, but it really doesn't do that much damage. If you hit the person across the broad of the back, and he instinctively grabs the back of his head, the illusion of the crowd will be you just whacked him up the back of the head with a chair.
Notice how wrestlers always take time to fold the chair. It's not because neatness counts, it's part of the secret. First, he makes the chair as flat as possible. Then, he smashes the back of the chair into the beefiest part of his opponent's shoulder, where it won't hurt him. The victim quickly grabs his head in pain, and the audience assumes he's been whacked in the skull. But we know better. Now that you know the secrets of the folding chairs, let's check out the tables.
Yeah, Ben Hurt is a terrible name.
Right? Wrong. The tables are
Stirring
real
and
too.
shaking the hornet's nest.
There's nothing fake about going through a table. I mean, nothing whatsoever.
As Colossus and Brute Force battle it out ringside, they're really just setting up another scam. Let's see what they've got in mind. Just when it looks like Brute Force has gotten the upper hand, Colossus spins his opponent around and sends him flying.
They glue that table back together. It's guaranteed to break on command, night after night.
Real, how do they avoid injury? Here's the secret. The underside of the table hasn't been sawed through like you might expect. It's made of lightweight particle board, which is nothing more than pressed sawdust.
A regular standard 8-foot table made out of particle board is broken with about 200-300 pounds pressure coming down on top of it.
We'd like to put them through straight dead center.
What's
Put
the
'em right
secret
dead center,
then?
this way you know it's gonna break.
The idea is to hit the table in the middle, at its weakest point. It's simple physics. Since the table is softer than the concrete floor, it breaks the wrestler's fall. But it sure looks dangerous to the fans, because they don't know the secrets.
What's the secret, though? There's no secret. You just get put through the table. Like, I don't get
How they
it.
pull off their most devastating moves. The bulldog
They should have left that one out,
the
I
leg
think.
drop, the
Not
backbreaker.
good optics.
It may look like they're killing each other, but looks can be deceiving. Plus, the truth
It's
behind
simple
wrestling's
physics.
biggest and bloodiest secret.
Oh, there's Mox.
But first, another one of wrestling's fabulous fakes, the flying body block. When wrestlers fly out of the ring, the crowd goes wild. But this move could result in serious injury if there wasn't a secret. Here's how they do it. Skullduggery knows exactly when Slither will be winging his way toward him. So he's waiting with open arms to catch him and break his fall. Just another happy landing.
Oh, come on. Come on. That's not much of a secret. I mean...
At the end of a match, the blood is flowing. But is it real or just part of the act?
Mox.
Juicing is causing yourself to
Juicing.
bleed.
Hey, open the fist.
Flying embrace.
Open the fist. Hey, open the fist.
Yeah, you just try not to hurt the other guy is the
Granddaddy of
secret,
all
I think, on
cons
some
is
of
when
this
a
stuff.
wrestler is literally beaten to a bloody pulp.
Hey, out your man's hair.
The secret? It's ketchup.
Hey, come here. What? What's wrong with you? What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Nothing.
Juicing is simply where the person cut himself in the ring and bleed, just to add more realism.
You had
to
mozzarella
that
sticks?
match.
I love mozzarella sticks.
Wrestling fans think that the All-American boy has bloodied his opponent's head, but he had nothing to do with it. From this angle, we can see that Brash Knuckles doesn't come anywhere close to the turnbuckle. So why all the blood? Well, most people think it's fake. Well, here's a secret you wouldn't expect. That's a real cut, and the blood's real too. But how did it get there? Let's take a closer look.
AIDS.
As As the ref steps in to check on Brash Knuckles' condition, he secretly passes off a tiny sliver of a razor blade wrapped in tape.
Stay there. How you doing, man? Here it is.
There's the handoff. If you didn't know where to look, you'd miss it. So much for the ref being impartial, but we already knew he was in on it. You may
Just
want to
another
look away,
con
'cause
man.
this part gets pretty gruesome.
Hey, what are you doing?
With a concealed blade, he secretly makes a small incision in the crease of his brow. He knows exactly where to cut.
The wrong way is taking a long, broad
You used to do
stroke
steroids,
across the forehead.
Luna?
That results in long scars. You can get tremendous injuries. The right way is you go
I mean, the
bone,
trick
take
to
a
it
little-
is
just a little
really
jerk.
just that you want to
bleed
probably like
profusely,
take some
and then 2 or
Tylenol
3
or
days
something
later,
before
it'll
it,
be healed.
something,
It's
or I
hard
don't
to
know,
believe how
aspirin,
far
whatever,
pro wrestlers will
thins your
go to
blood,
make
and
the
then wait till you're
carnage
nice and
look
sweaty.
real. And keep the fans coming back for more.
Just know how to do it, I think, is the trick.
Finishing move
Know how to
is
get a good cut.
devastating move. It's a move where the fans in that crowd are like, ugh. Damn, he ain't getting up.
The ultimate act of chicanery comes at the end of the match. It's called a finishing move, and it's guaranteed to bring the bout to a dramatic conclusion. One showstopper is called the backbreaker.
A backbreaker is one of the unusual finishing moves in wrestling. The whole trick to this being you're falling down on your knee and just barely placing him
Pizza
on the knee
slicer.
upright.
Watch as the two wrestlers hold each other tightly so their weight will be evenly distributed. Now here's the secret. Private Payne actually lands on his feet, not on his back, as he'd have you believe.
Well, that's not what your footage just showed, pal. Let's run it back again.
Feet, not on his back.
Looks to me like his
Payne
shoulders
actually
land before his
lands
feet
on
do.
feet, not on his back,
Yeah,
as he'd
definitely.
have you- Payne actually lands on his feet,
There's your impact.
not on his back, as he'd have you believe.
He feels no discomfort from this. It's a very easy move to take.
It's like a
It's
warm,
actually worse
wet
for the person
hug
giving
from
the
God.
move than the person getting the move.
Worse, because Colossus has the job of supporting all their weight. Private Payne clutches tightly to his opponent so he can fully extend his legs. See how his feet take the impact.
No, what?
Although the illusion is a broken back, it's Colossus who's out of breath.
Did nobody fucking check this before they released
Another
it? Very
spectacular
unprofessional.
finisher
You
is
can
the
clearly
Hurricane.
see that his shoulders
Slither
make
tries
impact
to whip
first.
Skullduggery into the turnbuckle.
Which is the
Ends
real
up on the
secret,
canvas.
although you probably would be good to hit with your feet first.
Skullduggery pretends to be dazed while
It's
Slither
a- yeah, it's
gets
a
into
pleasure.
position.
No
Up and
injuries,
over,
just-
he buries
just
him
thank
with a
yous.
mighty Hurricanrana. And this match is over.
There are a lot of different variations of the Hurricanrana. There's no doubt about it. It's very risky.
It's risky, all right, unless you know the secret. Don't watch Slither, because he's not in charge here. It's Skullduggery who controls
Simple
the move.
physics.
Watch as he does a full forward flip, driving himself into the canvas. He makes sure to get full rotation so he doesn't squash his opponent. Meanwhile, Slither tucks his head in to avoid hitting the ring post. And that's how it's done.
What? Is that true?
Another finishing move is the leg drop.
I've just
It's an
accepted
elaborate
that like
maneuver where a
WWE,
wrestler
I think
appears
it's just
to
for
knock
the
air out of his opponent
it's kind of out of the grasp
by
of
crushing
the
his windpipe.
common man.
But here's how it really works.
Your opponent's on his back. You jump up in the air. You basically land on your butt. Your leg will land harmlessly on your opponent's chest.
Colossus's leg doesn't even touch Private Payne's neck, but the move happens so fast the fans can't spot the secret. It's Private Payne's cell job that puts it over the top.
Cell job.
Watch again. Colossus goes down, but his knee is bent, creating an arch, and leaving his opponent plenty of breathing room. Here's another big finisher. Looks like the hero is about to lose, but a smart booker wouldn't let that happen. So the good guy employs a tricky move to make his comeback. The Bulldog Headlock.
A bulldog headlock's where you have your opponent in a headlock, you jump up in the air, you land on your butt, and the idea behind that is it looks like you've driven your opponent's head into the mat.
The secret? The opponent's head never hits the canvas. Watch again. As they go down, Skullduggery breaks his fall with his forearms. By the time the All-American boy lands, he's released his opponent. He breaks his own fall, and Skullduggery lands on his beefy arms. But he sells the move by grabbing his head and howling in pain. And now the most dangerous finishing move in all of wrestling. The pile driver.
Without that sell job, it's a
Even
pleasure.
if you've taken the bump 1,000 times, it doesn't take but one time, one mistake. You could be paralyzed.
Here's how Private Payne avoids a broken neck. His head is tucked up between his opponent's thighs, so it doesn't really slam into the mat. Private Payne's shoulders take all the impact, not his head.
When I land, I'll land vicious and hard, but most of the shock will be to my butt and upper thigh area.
Private Payne uses his arms to push himself up at the moment of impact. The fans think he's been pile-drived into the canvas head first.
If you land the wrong way, you aren't going to get
I mean, what can you do there? You're still... He acts like you're dropping onto a soft pillow or something. Oh, whoops. I guess that's it. I guess that's all they had. All right. Oh, look, there's the infamous timeline video. There's another one. And man, they gave us a Harley race. Wow, lots of wrestling documentaries. Is that Kyle Rittenhouse? Oh no, the British wrestler. All right, well, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow for Boyd Watch. Very exciting. We're going to have another karaoke showdown. We'll see if Lee can defend his title of the King of Karaoke. But I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you next time.